Welcome back into Borleske Stadium, game number 2, the Sweets and the Drifters. Here in Walla Walla, Washington, at 6:35 p.m. first pitch, the Sweets look to snap an 11-game losing streak against the Springfield Drifters. Hello, everybody. I'm your broadcaster for today's game, Drew Albaugh, taking you through all 9 innings of a beautiful day here in Walla Walla. Now, it's not all blue skies like I usually say. There are some clouds dotted overhead, but a nice breeze out towards left field. It's not going to rain, and heck, maybe that's the change the Sweets need to get a win. I talked to manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow, today on another edition of Countdown with Colby on how to snap the skid, and most importantly, what his favorite game was this season on another edition of Countdown with Colby. Drew Albaugh alongside manager of the Walla Walla Sweets, Colby Waterlow, for another edition of Countdown with Colby. Coach, we got 2 more of these left, 2 more games. It almost brings a tear to my eye, just a little bit.
Yeah, same here. It's sentimental, Drew. It's been a long summer. It's been a fun summer. Only 2 left.
The summers felt kind of fast and slow at the same time. Is that, a similar feeling for you?
Yeah, I would say so. It feels like it's been, it feels like the season is coming down at the same time.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think back, and it feels like Springfield and Yakima, teams on the road at it's beginning of the year. It feels like it's been years. So
it feels like just yesterday I was like, Coach, on the other side is 9 games straight in 9 days.
Yeah.
And now we're in game 8 of the 9-game stretch. How's everybody's bodies feeling? How's the mental side of everybody doing?
I think it's we're in as good a spot as we could be physically. And obviously, again, like the results have been tough the last little stretch, but I think guys are excited to leave it all out there. They can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, and they're not like guys are ready to get out of here, but I think they can see like, hey, when they're going to get a break physically, right? So let's leave it all out there. Let's pour in what we've got left to give, and let's go try to get a win tonight.
The amount of guys I've heard talk about how many In-N-Out sandwiches they're going to eat is kind of crazy. So, hey, guys are ready, but also I feel like guys are trying to put it all out there on the field these last 2 games and get a win for the Sweets. What comes into that to try to snap the skid today?
Yeah, I think it's trying to get back to playing team baseball, trying to get back to executing all the way around the field. It's not just going to be the offense that's going to hit us into a win. It's not just going to be a pitching staff that's going to pitch us into a win. Defense is going to play defense into a win. We got to have the combination of all of it. And so, trying to find a way to do that, to put it all together. We've had good and bad glimpses, I would say, in all areas of the field lately in this stretch. And so now it's, hey, can we put a night together where it's good, all 3 parts, for the majority of the game, so we can come out of here with a win.
How important is it, once again, get off of the right foot and maybe bury a team early on and kind of give the Sweets a position where it's almost hard to then give the game to the Drifters?
Yeah, it'd be awesome to, try to force their hand a little bit more, right. Make them play catch-up versus, we've been playing a lot of catch-up lately and in early in games, and so yeah, I think the start is huge in trying to take the early momentum in this game. So try to play for a lead, try to put up a couple zeros here early on. I think Payson Sweeney is going to give us a good chance to do that, coming off his last start at Corvallis. And so excited to see him back out on the mound, and hopefully he can go out there and put up a few zeros for us at the beginning.
In yesterday's ballgame, Owen Estabrook back out there on the mound in 3 innings, has not given up a run this season. How important is it, in a genuine question, to just fill the zone with strikes and let the guys in the batter's box beat themselves?
Yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot of talented hitters, and, I think that's in the back of the mind of pitchers when they get out there. But it is, especially with a wood bat in the hands of the hitters, force them to swing the bat, force them to activate the bat, especially if those swings aren't coming in 2-0, 3-1 type counts. If they're coming in a lot of 0-2, 1-2, 1-1 counts where they're having to swing the bat and try to put the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen for us. So trying to make, we talk a lot about trying to make the hitter hit and pitcher counts. We want them to have to try to do their damage when they're disadvantaged, when the pitcher has the upper hand. So trying to do that early is huge, and something that hopefully our pitching staff over these next 18 innings can do a good job of. It's come out of here with a couple wins and end the series, end the season with a series win.
So first time coaching the Walla Walla Sweets as a head coach, what's been the most rewarding aspect of the summer for you?
I think I have 2 answers to that. I think one is to see the strides that individuals have made on the field. It's when guys came in and beginning of end of May, beginning of June, and just the player they were there when they first took the field for the Sweets, and to now see where some guys have come, both on the mound and offensively, defensively. And so I think that's one of the most rewarding parts. And then secondly, I think is, for a good majority of this summer, putting a product out on the fields and, playing baseball that the community and the city is excited about, and, that they were proud of and excited to attend and come take in. And so I think that was rewarding too. It's obviously, again, not the finish that we've wanted in this, but also I think for a good majority of the summer, I think it was pretty special for a lot of people involved, and it was good to see the town of Walla Walla excited about what was happening with Sweets baseball.
For a guy like a Trevor T, who's closing in on 160 at-bats, been here since the start, how huge is it to see the progression from day one to now the finish line?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's matured a lot as a baseball player, as a person. It's been fun to see. I think he's made great strides on the field, but some of the things that are maybe a little bit more intangible and don't show up in a stat sheet is his leadership in the infield, right? Of kind of getting asked to, hey, your body's broken down and you're grinding and you're giving us everything that you've got, and hey, now you're going to get asked to go try to anchor the infield at shortstop, the majority of the nights here coming down the stretch. And so for him to try to be able to put his own how he feels aside, and power through so that he can try to be there for the guys around him, be there for the guy on the mound, I think something like that is really special to see as well. And I'm extremely proud of him for doing that. There's a lot of guys that have done similar things. Cole Rogers in the outfield is another one, right? Even behind the plate and moving on to, to first base and guys like Nikhil and Owen Esterbrook who've been here, for the majority of the summer. And so we have, and then there's plenty of examples on the pitching side too. So it's great. It's great to have those guys. You rely on them a lot and they take a toll because of it. But really thankful for the effort they've put out there.
Speaking of a toll, Cole Rogers is sleeping in the dugout, or in the clubhouse rather, currently. How important is it to get that rest and then go out there and, like third base coach for the Walla Walla Sweets, Leo Rivera, has been saying, if you have 40%, give me all of your 40%. How huge of that is to say, look, we know you might not be feeling well, but still, whatever you have in the tank, I want all of it, and then maybe 10% more.
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of the expectation. That's kind of the prodding we're doing here coming down the stretch, trying to encourage guys, trying to, kind of continue to help them push forward. And, we talked a lot about consistency and hey, the best players and the players that get to play this game for a long time are the ones that are the most consistent. We're 54, 53 games into the summer, right? And you look at a minor league schedule that at the, the low levels of the minors is still going to play 120 games, right?
They got another month left.
Yeah, probably like 2.5 months left, right? Of more games to go play, which is a ton. And so, that's kind of what the West Coast League is all about, is trying to prepare guys for things like that. This is a super long summer and guys are grinding, but it's also just a taste of what professional baseball would be like. So, 162, right? Can you imagine? It's, for the Mariners, we're a third of the way through the regular season at this point with where we're at in the schedule, which is crazy. It's pretty crazy to believe.
Genuinely, how does a guy like Cal Ripken do that? Like, how is that possible where he went out there for almost 20 years?
Well, I think it comes down to some of the things you're mentioning about guys in the clubhouse, right? Guys are trying to find rest where they can, right? Guys are trying to get off their feet. And, we're at the point now where 10 minutes in the clubhouse for Cole is maybe a major difference, as far as his condition and where he's at. And so guys trying to do what they can to make the most of every second of rest, of every second of being off their feet that they can, so that when they are on the field and for the next 3 hours and 9 innings, they're able to go out there and leave it all out there, whatever they've got.
Coach, last couple of rounds of batting practice out in left field, I was out there and I made a couple of plays. I was bebopping around and it made me realize how fun baseball is. I mean, it is so much fun. I was out there taking a couple of ground balls as well, smiling ear to ear, just having a good time. And it makes me think, like, look, this is a kid's game. It's meant to be fun, and it is fun. And I was talking to Esteban Olazaba about it, and he was like, it makes me smile seeing you smile out there in the baseball diamond. And I was like, that's so huge to say. How big is it? One guy out there with positive energy can kind of infect the team, and how huge is it to play with fun?
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's it's when this becomes at this level, if it becomes a business and it becomes the grind starts to outweigh the fun, I think that's when guys start to get in trouble, and it gets really hard to persevere and push through. And so it's important to keep that kind of in perspective of where this game falls, in the grand scheme of life. And so for guys to come out and have fun and to inject some energy into what we're doing out there, it's something that we're looking for. It's something that we're relying on, every single guy at different moments, to do it in their own unique way. For some guys, it's running around and smiling and having fun. For other guys, it's telling jokes or, making a witty comment at the right time. And, I think guys have their own way of impacting the guys around them. And we rely on that and, as a group, so that we can go together and try to build each other up throughout the finish of this thing.
And positivity and morale aside, I feel like it's also important just for results that you play out there and play loose, play free.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you don't want guys playing tense or afraid of making a mistake, afraid of the negative result being the end case. And so, yeah, trying to play free, all these guys are extremely talented. So it's how can we try to put them in the best position to go out there and use their talents, play free. They might make a mistake here and there. We hope it's an aggressive mistake and we can kind of try to rein them in and whatnot. And so, trying to put them in the best position to use the gifts that they've been given.
Yesterday, I believe, was the 28th game here at Borleske Stadium. And, Coach, for the first time, Sweet Lou beat a young fan running from first to third. The dugout was hype. I was excited. What do you think about that?
I will say that our team may or may not have had
an influence on that.
In Sweet Lou getting that win. They've been trying to encourage Sweet Lou all year.
It wasn't close.
Yeah, smoked them. But I feel kind of as a Walla Walla kid, I feel a little bit bad for the kid to be like the only kid that's ever lost to Sweet Lou. But it was a funny change up. I know the guys enjoyed it. It's little things like that, right? Another fun thing, kind of a change up in the day-to-day monotony that helps to kind of make the season go.
I've been telling GM Cody we should do what they do in the majors over in Atlanta, where we get a guy in the outfield, maybe race a random fan.
It's a long run here at Borleske.
That is a long run.
Deep outfield, so that would be a bit of a haul to try to go pull to pull.
True, you gotta. It's about endurance.
That's right.
And it's about endurance here in the season too. Just 2 games left against the Springfield Drifters. Walla Walla Sweets is the team that's here at Borleske Stadium. All right, Coach.
Yeah.
This brings us to our question of the day. Do you wanna take a question? Like I feel like
no, you got it.
You don't have any questions for me. We got 2 left.
I wasn't told to prepare any questions.
I'm an open book.
Yeah.
All right.
Drew, what? If you could go back.
My question of the day is, what's the question for me?
All right, Colby's question of the day is, if you could go back and take your call back and redo your call on any play this summer for the Sweets, what would it be?
Well, guys have been giving me, you know what, about a couple calls back in the day where I said a smoker not once, but twice in a game for 2 home run call. I said a smoker to left field. By the way, I've said twice this whole season and happened to come 2 innings apart. So I'd probably take one of those back. But I will say there was one time, I don't want to say I messed it up, but one of the walk-off calls wasn't my greatest. Put it that way.
I think you're being hard on yourself.
I had a couple.
I think you've been talking about that for, a while.
It happens. You gotta be critical of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's how you get better.
How do you get better? Coach, now it's actually the question of the day. Over to you. What's been your favorite game of the season? And I've already asked Leo this. And he gave a predictable, but probably the correct answer for me. It's the Portland game, number 3.
Yeah.
Is there any 1B to that, if that's the 1A? I mentioned the Johnny Backus walk-off.
I thought that one's
his shining moment.
Johnny Backus walk-off was awesome. I would say the Levi Anderson 8 innings game was pretty cool. That was a great performance and fun to watch. So I'd say that one's up there as well.
With just 1 strikeout, too, playing to the defense, getting it done. Sweets got 2 more games left against the Springfield Drifters, trying to snap the skid today, 6:35 p.m. And then tomorrow, fireworks. Hopefully there's fireworks as well today in today's performance. Thanks so much, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. Go Sweets.
Drew Albaugh alongside third base coach for the Walla Walla Sweets, Leo Rivera, for another edition of Coach's Roundup. Leo, you're back on the program. Good enough to brought you back?
I guess so, Drew.
How's it going? 2 games left for the Sweets. Energy, got to keep it going. What are you telling your guys to go out there and play with juice, some fun out there on the ball field?
I mean, the message pretty much stays the same. You treat every game like your last. Game, whatever's happened in the past or the future, it is what it is. You got to worry about what's going on right now. And we got to find a way to win a ball game today. And thinking about the game last night, the pitcher's velo is a little bit down from what we've been seeing, so that's what we just did in BP, back the mound up, and it's just a game of adjustments. So we tried to adjust from yesterday and get out there and win today.
I see you throwing BP, you're mixing in sliders, you have heaters, stuff like that. How important is that pregame work when you move into the game?
I think it's pretty important, but at the same time, if you have a bad pregame, it is what it is.
Right.
Like what you do before doesn't really dictate what happens during the game. You can go out there, you can ask a pitcher, they have a pregame bullpen, and they can throw every single pitch exactly where they want it, and they go out on the mound, and it's all over the place. It's being able to compete and understanding what you need to do to get your body and, most importantly, your mind in a space to go out there and win every single pitch.
How important is adjusting in a game like baseball?
It's everything. That's why those guys in the big leagues, you throw Mike Trout a pitch right down the middle and he misses it, he won't do it again.
Right.
And that's why he's going to be a Hall of Famer. And I think that's something these kids really need to understand is the at-bat to at-bat adjustments, game to game, and then season to season. That's what makes a great baseball player.
You hear it, over and over again, failure equals growth. There's always something to learn in failure. But at the same time, failure, it still sucks, right? You're going up there, striking out 3 times, whatever it may be. What do you tell guys to grow from the failure and kind of move past it? But look, we're still going to learn from it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, failure, like you said, it's part of it. But at the end of the day, you got to be a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
This game will kick you down, beat you up, and cheer you up. But there's no other option to get out there the next day. You wake up, that's what routines are for. Routines are great because you get to do the same thing every single day. And I like to say it doesn't guarantee success, but it gives you the most likely outcome, right? So if you put in the work and you do your job day in, day out, it gives you the chance to succeed. Nothing's guaranteed, but if you just go through the motions, you have no routine, you just do whatever you want, and it's pretty hard to have success that way.
In a game like baseball, that's innately a team sport, but yet there's some individual aspects of baseball. Unlike other sports, how do you tell guys, listen, like we're playing as a team, but at the end of the day, let's say the Sweets win, but you strike out 4 times, it doesn't feel good. How do you kind of work both the individual side and the team aspect of baseball?
Well, in my opinion, if you're feeling sorry for yourself after a win, you're just not a good teammate.
Right.
And I get that's part of it. These guys are young and making adjustments, but really understanding that it's not about you. Like, no matter what happens, like, nobody's bigger than the game. Even myself, like, this is a great game, and sometimes we take it for granted, but it's given me a lot. It's given these kids a lot. And to disrespect it like that, in my opinion, is just not the right thing to do. So that's just not something we do with the Sweets. Wherever I go, just holding people accountable, that the goal is to win the game. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing in the column, only stat that really matters, in my opinion.
A lot of these guys' goals, including yourself, is to make baseball a job, right? But at the end of the day, it's a kid's game. It's meant to be fun. How huge is it to bring in some of that fun? You look at a guy like Julio Rodriguez. He's kind of running out in center field, having a good time. How important is that to play with joy?
I think it is important, but at the same time, everyone's a little bit different.
Right.
Some people treat it more like a job, especially those guys in the bigs. Julio's one example, but you can go down the list. There's a lot of other people play different ways. Everyone's got a little bit different style. But my thing is how consistent can you be? If you're going to play like that, you got to play like that every single day. If you're going to be serious and go about your business and treat it like a job, you have to do that every single day. So it's when you deviate from that plan, that's when you get into trouble. So, like, if you see Julio out there acting serious, then you know you might have a problem.
Right.
Or take somebody like Cal Raleigh, who does have a little bit of fun, but he's more strictly business, in my opinion. He'll celebrate the good success, like the walk-off home runs, but in the middle of the game, you don't really see him smiling a whole lot.
How do you trust yourself as a ball player that my swing is good enough? I don't need to make all these adjustments when you go in a slump.
I think you just look back at your past success. That's the only thing you can do. You can even go back and look at swings from when you're 12 years old. I mean, your swing really doesn't change too much throughout your career. Your swing is your swing. I mean, the way you throw is the way you throw. There's adjustments you can make, and your body grows, and you get bigger and more physical. But for the most part, everything's the same. I mean, you're the same kid that you were when you're 10, 12, playing Little League, and the swings really don't change. So really just dwelling on the past success rather than the failures. But like we said earlier, you fail more than you succeed. So it's hard, especially when you're young and you're going through those struggles. It's hard to think about the good when there's so much bad, but you have to. It's the only way.
A couple of games left. How did the Swedes snap the skid with 2 more games left in the season?
Just get after it. Play hard, play the right way, fly around. There's not too much to it. Just do what we've been doing all season.
8th game in 8 days. I can't imagine playing that much of any sport. Baseball, you look at a sport like football, they're playing once every week or so. 8th game in 8 days. How difficult is that from a mental side, but also physical? Guys' legs hurting, they're out there, and maybe the bullpen is starting to struggle a little bit. How important is that to have your routine, to have your stretching before games? Because, listen, you got to go out there and play a game either way, if you're hurting or not.
Yeah, like I said before, it's a job. I think eight games, yeah, it is a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, they play 162.
Yeah.
162 in the big, so we can play 8-9 games in a row, no problem. Not too worried about that.
How important is the West Coast League to prepare guys for what it's like in the minor leagues, in the major leagues?
I think it's extremely important, and usually you get a few guys drafted. We had one guy drafted, he didn't take it, and you look throughout the league. In the past few years, there's always somebody taken, and that just shows the level of competition. And then you get to ride the buses, you're in a hotel, and the most important thing for me is when you get the young guys, especially out of high school, it's their first time away from home. So getting that adjustment, going to a small town, which is pretty similar to what it's like in the minor leagues, and just being away from the family and understanding that you're an adult, you get your per diem on the road, you get your $90, and if you spend it all, unless and
that's a lesson you got to learn.
Yeah, it's a lesson you got to learn. So that's part of it. But I think it definitely prepares you.
What's the hardest part about being a coach?
Hardest part about being a coach? Honestly, me and Maris talk about it all the time, is we're so fresh out of playing is that we want to play.
Elijah's, he's been telling me how he always brings his gloves, stretches, all that.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. My body's a little bit more banged up than him, but I'll go out there, take some ground balls, take some swings in the cages.
Kind of think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. That's why I'm coaching, is because we love the game, and although I can't play it anymore, coaching is a pretty good alternative in my opinion.
Welcome into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster, on the mic as the Sweets take on the Drifters in game number 2, a 6:35 p.m. first pitch. Under cloudy skies here in Walla Walla, a slight breeze out towards left field, and it's Payson Sweeney out on the hill for the Walla Walla Sweets. The hard-throwing righty out of the University of Washington stands at 6'5" out on the mound, working with an 8.1 ERA in 16 2/3 innings pitched with the Sweets. His 5th start of the year. His last time out goes 3 2/3 against Corvallis, gives up 3 earned runs. Walla Walla trying to snap an 11-game losing streak. Fans continue to stream in down the right field line. And in steps Jack Brooks, the leadoff man for the Drifters. Batting second, Bryant Starr. It's Nolan Miller batting third in the hole. Cesar Chavez batting 4th, Caden Young batting 5th, Sam Weber 6th, Elliott Brown batting 7th, the designated hitter Nick Gimino batting 8th, and Nigel Folland batting 9th. Jack Brooks, the lefty bat, steps in, twirls his all-black barrel as Payson Sweeney is in the windup, and the first offering. Zipped down the middle of the plate. A fastball for strike number 1. First pitch at 6:34 p.m. No score between the Sweets and the Drifters. 0-1. Swing and a foul tip back in to Nikhil Beasley's glove. Early on, it's Brooks in an 0-2 hole. As Sweeney comes set quickly at the belt in the windup. 0-2 on the way. Fastball misses outside. 1-2. Defensively for the Sweets in the outfield, Andrew Deminu in left. Cole Rogers straightaway center. Gunnar Guile in right field. 1-2. Laced left field, foul ball. It goes over the netting and into the fans. We'll do it again on 1-2. In the infield, at the hot corner, it's Brooks Fisher back in the lineup after an off day yesterday. Esteban Olazabat short. Payson Sweeney in the windup. The 1-2. Misses away. Goes with a breaking ball at 73 miles an hour. All evened up at 2-2 with nobody out. At second base, Max Finkelstein. At first, Chris Tesouris. Kicks and deals. Misses away with a heater. And the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Behind the plate, Nikhil Beasley gives the sign. Pitch on the way. Fastball whistles high. And it's a walk for Jack Brooks. 1 on, in steps Bryant Starr. Bryant Starr batting .215 on the season. In yesterday's ball game, had himself a nice day, went 2 for 3. First offering. Misses outside. A breaking ball makes it 1-0. Star pinwheels his all-black bat around a few times. His bright blue batting helmet right in front of his barrel. 1-0. Spiked low, a heater. Bryant Starr ahead 2-0. The Drifters in their all-gray jerseys with Drifters lettering in dark blue over their chest. For the Sweets, white pants, navy tops with the Sweets cursive writing in white over the chest with their bright red W2 hats. Brooks takes a lead at first, takes off. The 2-0, misses low. Nikhil Beasley's throw to second base. Tag applied, not in time. Jack Brooks just gets under the throw. So it's 3-0 to Bryant Starr, a runner now in scoring position. Basin Sweeney takes a deep breath as he recollects himself. Comes set at the belt. From the stretch, the 3-0. Finds the zone, inner third with a fastball. A hitter's count at 3-1. Bryant Starr's 9th stolen base on the season as he takes a hearty lead over at second base. Hitter's count, 3-1 to Starr. Shows bunt, gets it down third base side, slicing with some English foul. Bounced in fair territory initially before bounding out of bounds. 3-0 turns into 3-1 now, 3-2. Bryant Starr hitting .215 on the season as he walks back into the righty batter's box. Basin Sweeney gets the sign from Beasley behind the plate. Comes set. Payoff pitch. Caught him looking, strike 3. A fastball just over the outside black. Bryant Starr was already a third away to first base as home plate umpire Lucas Naley rings him up. And there's one gone. In steps Nolan Miller, the 3-hole hitter for a reason, hitting .320 on the season. And yesterday's ball game, after starting his day 0 for 3, he responds with a trio of hits, ends up going 3 for 6. First pitch on the way to Miller. Misses low in the dirt. Nikhil Beasley makes a nice stop, keeping Jack Brooks at second base. Sweets and Drifters, no score. Top of the first, 1 out. Comes set. The 1-0. Misses low, and this one does get past Nikhil Beasley as it pinballs to the backstop. Brooks speeds to third, stops right there. And Springfield 90 feet away from scratching the scoreboard first. Here in the top of the first inning, still no score between Springfield and Walla Walla as Nolan Miller takes a practice swing. The lefty bat facing off against the righty Payson Sweeney. With 1 out. Kicks and deals on 2-0. Fly ball out towards left field. Out of play as it continues to drift over the netting. Two and 1 to Miller out of the University of Portland. Originally from Eugene, Oregon, right down the road of Springfield. 2-1. A weakly hit ball out towards left field, sprinting in. Deminu makes the play at the chest. The throw comes home, tagging Brooks. The throw, tag, goes in and out of Beasley's glove. A dot doesn't get the call, and Brooks slides in safely. The Drifters on top 1-0 over the Sweets. Andrew Deminu with an absolute money throw. Nikhil Beasley can't squeeze it with his catcher's glove. And just like that, the Drifters capture a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. So there's 2 gone now. In steps the righty bat, Cesar Chavez. Chavez hitting .338 on the year. Batting cleanup. Wind up. Pitch on the way. Clips top rail with a fastball. 0-1 to Chavez. The pitch. Fouled back. Chavez behind 0-2. Out of Cal State Los Angeles. Riding a 3-game hitting streak. 6 hits in his last 3 games. The 0-2. Ripped down the right field line. Eaten up by Tesaurus, and no play to first. Swallows it, and it's an infield single. That one hit hard right at Chris Tesaurus. Keeps it in front of him. Payson Sweeney covers, but just a hair late. Caden Young steps in. The righty bat. Hitting .234 on the season. As Payson Sweeney takes a look at first, now comes set. Righty's deal. Misses low and away. 1-0. Just a tick low with the fastball. Two 2-0 to Caden Young. An off day in yesterday's game. The throw goes over to first. Tag applied. Chavez dives back safely. Caden Young, just 64 at-bats this season, primarily in the last couple of weeks. The 2-0. Dribbled third base side foul. Trevor T from the dugout for the Sweets goes running for that ball. 2-1 to Caden Young. Throw goes back to first. Chavez dives back safely right under Tesaurus' tag. Wind howling out towards left field. In yesterday's ball game, no wind to be heard of. 2-1. Fastball misses up at the head of Caden Young as he ducks down, avoids that baseball. Would have drilled him right in the skull with 90 miles an hour. (3-1). A check swing that ends up being a little looper over to left. Throw to first in time. Out 3, Payson Sweeney gives up just 1 earned run. 1 base hit. Bottom of the first on the other side, Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0 here at Borleske Stadium. We'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest, you are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. In the bottom of the first inning, the Drifters in early 1-0 lead over the Sweets as Cole Rogers steps in as the leadoff man for Walla Walla. Out on the hill, Diego Carrilla. Carrilla, the tall 6'6" righty out of Yakima Valley College. In the windup, the pitch. Rogers shows bunt, gets it down the third base line, charging Weber, the throw to first. Not in time. Cole Rogers beats it out. A bunt single, one pitch, and a base runner for the Walla Walla Sweets. In steps Jacob Talbot. We've seen Cole Rogers do that a few separate times this season. Waste no time against the Drifters in game number 2, down 1-0. And the tying base runner now at first. Righty on righty matchup. From the stretch, the pitch shows bunt yet again. A fastball misses high as Talbot pulls away. 1-0. Batting third for the Sweets on deck, Gunnar Guile. Batting fourth for Walla Walla, Nikhil Beasley. Chris Tesaurus back in the lineup. He's playing first base, batting fifth. Andrew Demanu batting sixth. Brooks Fisher batting seventh. Rogers a lead at first. The 1-0 deal. Instead, the throw goes over to first base. Tag applied, not in time. Rogers dives back safely. Max Finkelstein batting eighth. He also got an off day yesterday. And it's Esteban Olazaba rounding out the lineup, batting ninth. As Diego Carrilla gets the sign from Caden Young and comes set at the belt. Kicks and deals on 1-0. Instead, the throw goes back to first base. Cole Rogers dives back safely. Wants to make sure he keeps an eye on Rogers, and for a good reason. Cole leads the Sweets in stolen bases with 15. The pitch misses high. 2-0. Jacob Talbot hitting .226 on the season. Out of Biola University, went 1 for 3 in yesterday's ball game. Also as the designated hitter. The pitch. Watches a fastball cranked over the corner on the outside edge. 2-1. Home plate umpire tonight, Brandon Naley, or rather Lucas Naley. Brandon Lane at the bases with 1 out. Rogers at first base takes a lead, 2-1. The throw goes back to first, tag applied, got him. Cole Rogers picked off at first, according to bases umpire Brandon Lane. Tagged on his left heel, and there's one gone. All of a sudden, no traffic for the Sweets, trailing the Drifters 1-0. That's the first out of the game for Diego Carrilla. The pitch popped back behind the screen and out of play. Count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield in standard depth. Outfield in their regular positions as well, as the next pitch is smoked out towards deep left center field. Jack Brooks back and makes the play in the alleyway high above his head. 2 outs. Nobody on base. In steps Gunnar Guile. Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0. Bottom of the first. In yesterday's ball game, Guile goes 1 for 5 out of the University of Arizona. Hitting .217 on the season. Was a West Coast League All-Star. As Carrillo's in the motion. Pitch on the way. Misses low and away. 1-0. The pitch. Misses low and in at the ankles. Rather, it hits the corner. A delayed strike call by Lucas Naley, and it's 1-1. Comes set, kicks and deals. Whipped high. 2-1. In yesterday's ball game, the Sweets lose against the Springfield Drifters 12-4. looking to snap an 11-game skid. The pitch right back where it came from, on the ground, gloved by Folland, and no throw to first as he holds it at his side. Gunnar Geil reaches first base with an infield single, his first of the day and his first at bat, and there's a runner on for Nikhil Beasley. Beasley hitting .288 on the season, leads the Sweets in average amongst active players. Carrillo comes set, the righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch. On the ground, a hard hit ball. Star Fields goes the short way to second in time. Out number 3. Couple of base hits. Cole Rogers is picked off though, and after a couple of more outs, the Sweets leave one runner on base. Top of the second on the other side, the Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium, top of the second. The Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0, and steps Sam Weber. Sweeney's windup and the pitch. Fastball skips low and away. 1-0 to Weber. Walla Walla a couple of base hits in the bottom of the first. Can't score a run to even the scoreline. Sweeney in the motion. 1-0 deal. Grounded third base side foul. Count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike. Payson Sweeney, the righty arm out of the University of Washington, sporting a bright gold chain around his neck. Comes set at the belt. 1-1. Curveball drips in. Clips the inner black, and it's 1-2. Sam Weber hitting .172 on the season, as he holds his all-gray bat with no batting gloves. Old school by Weber. 1-2. Chopped, third base side, dribbling foul. As Weber circles the batter's box and steps back in. Sweeney gets the sign from Beasley. The 1-2 deal. Check swing, did he go around? He did. Sam Weber sits down on a sword strikeout. Chases a curveball down low in the dirt. And there's one gone. Strikeout number 2 for Payson Sweeney, as the Drifters lead the Sweets 1-0 in the top of the second, and steps Elliott Brown. The righty on lefty matchup. Pitch on the way. Cuts over the outer third. A breaking ball makes it 0-1. Brown hitting .250 on the season. And yesterday's ball game goes 1 for 3 out of Portland, Oregon. 1 out. 0-1 deal. Check swing on a ball low. This time he did not go around as the appeal to bases umpire Brandon Lane. Brown twirls his black bat, the 1-1. Popped up, high out to left field. Demenu on his horse, makes the play at the chalk. All of a sudden, there's 2 outs, and in steps Nick Cimino. Cimino had himself a nice ball game in yesterday's contest, goes 2 for 4. Hitting .224 on the season. In today's matchup, the designated hitter for the Drifters, as Walla Walla tries to even the series after a 12-4 loss yesterday. Swivels and the pitch. Crackled over the corner on the outer edge, and it's 0-1. Nods his head, comes set at the chest, and the 0-1. On the ground over towards second base, Max Finkelstein gobbles it up. The throw to first in time, and it's out number 3. A quick 1-2-3, top of the second frame. Home half on the other side. The Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0 on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Bottom of the second, the Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0. In steps Chris DeSoris facing off against Diego Carrillo. The first pitch on the way. A ground ball over towards first. Charging, Miller makes the play. The flip to first base. A covering Carrillo stomps on the bag, and there's 1 gone. A quick 3-1 putout, and in steps Andrew Demenu. The righty bat out of Lynn Benton Community College, hitting .238 on the season. 2 for 4 in yesterday's ball game, and it's a big day for Andrew. Committed to a college after 2 years at a JUCO. The pitch on the way. Crackled over the corner, lower outside edge with the breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Demenu commits to Eastern Oregon University. Pitch on the way. Fastball misses outside, and it's 1-1. The D3 school, and you guessed it, Eastern Oregon. 1 out, the 1-1. Hits the outer third with a fastball. And Demenu behind 1-2. On deck, Brooks Fisher as the Drifters lead the Sweets 1-0. Bottom of the second, 1 out in the windup, the 1-2. Popped back behind the screen and into the crowd. We'll do it again on 1-2. Demenu has been heating up as of late. In his last 10 games, 5 doubles. All 5 doubles this season for Demenu in the last 10 games. The 1-2. Popped up yet again. It drifts foul down the right field line. as it bounces on the concourse. A bare hand squeeze by a fan, and he gives it to a little girl. How about it? Second to last game here at Borleske Stadium. Second to last game of the 2025 season. One out, the 1-2. Misses low and in at the ankles of Deminu, and it's 2-2 as Diego Carrillo recollects the baseball with his bright red glove rested at his belt. Gets the sign, the 2-2. Right back up the middle on a line and into center field for a base hit. Andrew Deminu strolls into first base as Jack Brooks throws the baseball back in. One out, and the Sweets have a base runner. In steps Brooks Fisher. Swedes trail the Drifters 1-0. Bottom of the second. Walla Walla trying to even up the series after losing yesterday's ball game 12-4. The righty on lefty matchup. The pitch. Popped up left side, drifts over the netting. Out of play as it goes into another fan's outstretched arms. A great showing today on a Tuesday evening. Walla Walla has shown out. Wind blowing out towards left field. Clouds dotted in the sky. 0-1. Fastball yanked off the plate. Count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike to Fisher, hitting .071 on the season. Just 14 at-bats with Walla Walla this year. Joined the team a week ago, the 1-1. Popped up, third base line, up in the sky, and out of play as it continues to slice. Fisher battling on 1 and 2. Andrew Deminu, a lead at first base. Fisher, the incoming freshman at Tufts University. The 1-2. Misses high. Count evens up 2 and 2. On deck, Max Finkelstein, as Carrillo hangs the ball at his right hip, dangles it back and forth like a pendulum, and comes set. Kicks and deals on 2-2. Right back up the middle on the ground. This could be 2. Star Fields flips to second for 1. Over to first base. Not in time. Brooks Fisher speeds down the line, just beats the throw. Inning extends, and in steps Max Finkelstein. Finkelstein hitting 182 on the year from the right side. The righties deal. Instead, the throw goes over to first base. On a hop, Miller squeezes it. No tag applied as Fisher dives back. Carrillo takes a look at first base. A hearty lead by Fisher. The throw comes in. It's dribbled left side of the infield. Third baseman Weber gloves, goes the short way to second base in time, and it's out number 3. So the Sweets leave 1 on 1 base hit. Walla Walla still has not scored. Top of the third. Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0 on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
For information on how to have the best Thursday night for next summer, visit WallaWallaStreet.com for good information or email Molly at WallaWallaStreet.com.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, your family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. The Swedes trail the Drifters 1-0, top of the third, and in steps an old friend, Nigel Folland. The lefty bat started his season with the Walla Walla Swedes. Now with the Springfield Drifters at the end of the year, as Payson Sweeney comes set in the windup. The pitch on the way. Misses low and in at the ankles to Folland. 1-0. Nigel, one of the most beloved Swedes. Everyone said hi to him pregame. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Late on a fastball on the outer edge, and the count evens up 1-1. With Walla Walla, just 8 games, 24 at-bats, but felt like a critical piece and a critical catalyst to the season. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chases some high heat, and it's 1-2. Hit 250 with the Swedes, with the Drifters hitting 178 on the season. Went 0 for 6 in yesterday's ball game. One of just 2 Drifters who went hitless. In the motion, Sweeney's 1-2 deal. Curveball misses away. Count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes as Folland grips his all-black bat with his bright blue batting gloves. Twirls it around. Faces the 2-2. Ground ball over towards first base. Gloved by Tesouris on a short hop. Steps on his bag, and there's 1 gone. Lineup turns around. In steps Jack Brooks. Walked and scored the only run of the game back in the first. Hitting 289 on the season. Hitting 289 on the season. Gets and comes set at the belt. Still in the windup. First pitch on the way. Curveball spins away. 1-0. Brooks out of the University of Oregon. Lefty bat faces the 1-0 deal. Swing and a miss. Fastball over the outer edge. Brooks can't catch up to it. Count evens up 1-1. The pitch. Laced out towards left center and down for a base hit. Andrew Demonu scoops the ball at his ankles, promptly throws in, as Jack Brooks stops at first base with a 1-out single. In steps Bryant Starr. And yesterday's ball game, one of potentially the funniest things that have happened this entire season, took place during the game. One of our camera operators, who was asked not to be named, but gave me permission to tell this story, as Payson Sweeney leans in. Bryant Starr struck out swinging his last time up in the first. Set, the righty-on-righty matchup. Pitch on the way. Instead, the throw goes over to first base. Tag applied, Jack Brooks dives back safely. This camera operator was in a relationship as the throw goes back to first yet again. Brooks back without a slide. And his significant other came into the stadium, paid the $9 to go break up and call it a day, and then left. And that was the story. The pitch, a swing and a foul tip in and out of Beasley's glove. 0-1, and call it a day. The pitch. The $9 to, I guess, do it in person. That was the mindset, and I respect that, but it feels like you could do it at a better time than at someone's workplace. Brooks the lead at first. Payson Sweeney. The throw to first base as he twirls, tags, not in time. Swedes trail the Drifters 1-0. Top of the third, 0-1. Fastball whipped high, the back pick to first. No tag as Brooks skates back safely. Sweeney leans in and gets the sign from Nikhil Beasley. Just one out, double play depth for the Sweets up the middle. The throw goes back to first. No tag at this point, Christosaurus and Payson Sweeney just playing a nice, easy game of catch. As Sweeney comes set yet again. The U-Dubs righties deal. Hits the ceiling of the zone with a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. And it's 1-2. Sun continuing to set down the right line of the stadium. Under the bleachers now as the infield is in full shade. One out. The 1-2. Dances high with a breaking ball. And the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Payson Sweeney gives up just the 1 run in the top of the first. In the top of the second goes 1-2-3. The throw goes back to first base, tag applied. This time it's a little bit closer, but Brooks is back safely yet again as his bare hand touches the bag right before Christosaurus tags his back. 2-2. The pitch. Popped up, a little blooper out towards center field. Rogers races in and makes the play at his chest. 2 outs. Jack Brooks still at first base with 2 gone, and steps Nolan Miller. The Drifters on top 1-0 over the Sweets. The second game last of the season for Walla Walla. The throw goes back to first. Brian Starr dives back safely. And at this point, the only loser of the throw over to first base is the washing machine that's going to have to wash Jack Brooks' jersey. The pitch. Brown streaks going all over his all-gray jersey as that fastball missed outside. So it's 1-0. Sweeney set. The righty on lefty matchup. 1-0. Finally, Brooks takes off. Fastball whizzes outside. The throw over to second base. Tag applied. He got him. Nikhil Beasley throws a dart to second base. And Jack Brooks is out trying to nab second for out number 3. Top of the third now retired as the Drifters do not leave one on 1 base hit, no errors, and no runs. Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0, bottom of the third, right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality Honda is now automotive family is Hondas and top quality, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, your family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
In the bottom of the third inning, the Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0. as the 9-hole hitter Esteban Olazaba steps in, facing off against Diego Carrillo. In the windup, the righties deal right down the heart of the plate with a heater, and it's 0-1 to the righty bat of Esteban Olazaba, hitting 125 on the season. The incoming freshman at Cal State Fullerton faces the 0-1. Ripped to right, over the netting, and into the bright blue bleachers down the right side of the stadium. It's 0-2. Wind howling out towards left field. Blue skies, the pitch. Chopped over towards second base. Fallen squeezes right at the chest. Flips to first in time, and there's one gone. Lineup turns around. In steps Cole Rogers. Rogers reached on a bunt single down the third base line his last time up to lead off the game. Sam Weber, third baseman, now playing in at the grass. 1 out of the first deal. Ripped left side, through the hole and into left field. Cole Rogers speeds to first base, takes a wide turn, and stops right there as Elliott Brown comes up with the baseball. And it's a 1-out single. Cole Rogers checks in with his second single of the day, and in steps Jacob Talbot. Prior to the game today, I walked into the clubhouse, and Cole Rogers was eating a full tin as the pitch misses high to Talbot, 1-0. Talbot hitting .226 on the season. And Cole Rogers was just scooping ground beef and egg whites mixed up in a plastic container. 1 out, the 1-0. Swing and a foul tip back into Young's glove. Squeezed for strike number 1. The count's all even, 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. The Drifters on top 1-0 over the Sweets in the bottom of the third. The righty-on-righty matchup set at the belt. The deal misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. And I confronted Cole Rogers on what seemed to be a pound or 2 of ground beef. I said, that cannot be for the flavor. And he said, nope, just for the fuel. 1 out, 2-1. Popped up right side of the infield, slowly meandering over the netting and out of play as it bounds off the concourse. Count runs even at 2-2 with 1 gone. Jacob Talbot, the 2-hole hitter, making Diego Carrillo work out on the hill. Infield in full shade, the outfield glistening in golden sunlight on the second to last game of the 2025 season. 2-2 on the way. Grounded right back up the middle, charged by Bryant Starr, steps on second base, the throw over to first, beat him. A double play to end the inning. Bryant Starr makes it look easy, does it all himself. Jacob Talbot can't beat it out. And that's how the third inning ends. On 1 base hit, no runs. The Sweets still trail the Drifters 1-0. We'll be back right after this, top of the 4th on the other side on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Top of the fourth inning, Swedes trail the Drifters 1-0 as the lefty bat, Nolan Miller, steps in. Faces the first deal on the way from Payson Sweeney. Spiked low for ball number 1. And Miller's last time up, a fly out to left field. Miller hitting third for a reason. A .320 batting average this season, went 3 for 6 yesterday. Sweeney's windup and the 1-0. Fouled back into the screen, and the count evens up 1-1. Middle of the infield is wide open as shortstop Esteban Olazaba shaded towards the third base bag. Second baseman Max Finkelstein for the Swedes towards first. Outfield standard depth, the 1-1. Ripped on the ground over towards first base, takes a weird hop right over to Soares' glove and down the right field line. Gunnar Geil comes up with it, the throw to second base, speeding around. Miller, the slide, not in time. Miller legs out a double, and a runner in scoring position for the Drifters. In steps Cesar Chavez.
All right, good, number 27. Cesar Chavez.
Close play at second. Bases umpire Lane Brandon says he got just under the tag. The pitch on the way to Chavez. Popped up back behind the plate and out of play. Chavez, the righty bat, hitting .338 on the season. A single his last time up in the first, go figure. 130 at-bats for the Drifters. It's been rock solid this year. The 0-1. Curveball spins high and inside. And the count evens up 1-1 with Miller at second base. Sweeney working quickly. Set. Kicks and deals on 1-1. Misses low and away. A breaking ball. Walla Walla trails Springfield 1-0. Top of the fourth, the Swedes trying to snap an 11-game skid. As Sweeney comes set, whips his right arm around on 2-1. Grounded right back up the middle, fielded by shortstop Olazaba. Sets his feet, throws a strike to first as Chris Tesoro squeezes for out number 1.
Catcher number 10, Caden Young.
In steps Caden Young. Grounded out to third, back in the first. Set. The righty-on-righty matchup. The pitch. Misses up and outside. 1-0. Sweets trail the Drifters 1-0. Top of the fourth inning. Walla Walla trying to even up the series after losing yesterday's ball game 12-4. The 1-0 to Young. Swing and a miss. Goes fishing for a fastball down in the dirt. And the count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike on just a gorgeous day for baseball. You can't draw it up any better. Some clouds in the sky, a slight breeze out towards left field, high 70 degrees. Set, 1-1. Twirls and hits the outer edge. 1-2 to Young with Miller at third. The Drifters 90 feet away from taking a 2-0 lead. Right now it's just 1-0 in the top of the fourth as Sweeney comes set at the belt. Infield in for Walla Walla. 1-2. Drips low as it bounds off the plate. A nice stop by Nikhil Beasley, the Sacramento State product. Wears it on the chest plate. Might have saved a run right there. 2-2. It's those little things that make the catcher position just so valuable. Not in the stat book, but it helps out the team nonetheless. The 2-2. Caught him looking, strike 3. A curveball freezes up Caden Young. Strikeout number 3 for Payson Sweeney. The first one looking, and there's 2 gone. In steps Sam Weber. I was mentioning it was an upper 70 degrees day, but it's pretty cold up there at the plate as Young got froze. Sam Weber steps in. The righty bats. Pitch on the way. Goes back to the curveball, and it hits top rail. 0-1. Fans continue to stream in here in the top of the fourth inning down the right side of Borleske Stadium. Just 2 games left in 2025. 2 outs. Runner at third. The 0-1. Spiked to low with a fastball. Count evened up, 1 ball and 1 strike as the lights turn on here at Borleske Stadium. Sam Weber struck out swinging back in the second to open up the top of the second frame. Hitting 172 on the year. 1-1. Chopped off the plate, foul ball. Nikhil Beasley squeezed it nonetheless. One of those balls that you couldn't do it if you did it. If you tried to do it again. Right off the end of the bat, some English off the plate. A topsy-turvy ball that ends up just a hair foul. 2 outs. Sweeney a pitch away. The 1-2. Fastball zipped up and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm a huge fan of onomatopoeias. Not a huge fan of saying the word onomatopoeia, but the word zip, I mean, you can't get better than that. 2 outs, the 2-2. Ripped out towards center field. Down for a base hit. Cole Rogers squeezes on the hop, but a run comes in to score as Nolan Miller touches home plate, and the Drifters on top 2-0 over the Sweets. Top of the fourth. Sam Weber's first base hit on the day, and in steps Elliott Brown. A fly out to left field back in the second. Hitting .250 on the season as Walla Walla trails Springfield 2-0. A hearty lead at first for Weber as Sweeney comes set. The pitch on the way. Right down Main Street with a fastball to the lefty bat of Brown. 0-1. Brown, 92 at-bats on the season with Springfield. The 0-1. Weber takes off. Fastball misses low. Nikhil Beasley can't come up with it as it goes 5-hole between his legs. Hits the backstop. He gets to the bowl in enough time to keep Weber at second base, but another runner in scoring position for Springfield. With 2 outs, Payson Sweeney trying to end the threat right here as the Drifters lead the Swedes 2-0, top 4. With 2 outs set. Kicks and deals on 1-1. Check swing, a fastball just a little bit low. The appeal, no dice. Held up in just enough time, and it's 2-1 to the 7-hole hitter Brown. On deck, Nick Gimino. As Brown steps back in, twirls his all-black bat plastered by his white batting gloves. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Right on top of a breaking ball, down in the zone. Payson Sweeney, a familiar story, a pitch away from getting out of it. 2 outs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Drifters up 2-0 over the Swedes. Top of the fourth, Sam Weber, a lead at second base. Borleske Stadium starting to come alive just a little bit. The stretch, the 2-2. Just a tick low. A fastball just misses the basement of the zone, and the count runs full. 3-2 to Brown. Leans in and gets the sign from Beasley. Comes set. 2 gone. The payoff pitch. On the ground over towards second base. Max Finkelstein gloves. Flips to first in time. Out number 3. Payson Sweeney works out of a little bit of a jam. Does give up 1 run on a couple of base hits. Walla Walla now trails Springfield 2-0. Bottom of the fourth on the other side on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at Underwriter Honda of WallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster, on the mic. In the bottom of the fourth inning, the Sweets trail the Drifters 2-0 as Springfield adds on one more in the top of the fourth. In steps Gunnar Guile, trying to spark a dormant Sweets offense. Had himself a base hit back in the first. The lefty bat. Carrillo in the windup, the pitch. Swing and a foul tip in and out of Young's glove. And it's strike one. Guile out of the University of Arizona. A top 150 prospect out of high school. 0-1. Grounded first base side, just a hair foul. And Guile in an early 0-2 hole. With nobody out, nobody on, Sweets trail the Drifters 2-0. Bottom of the fourth, Carrillo dealing out on the hill as he comes set at the belt. In the windup, the 0-2. Ripped out towards center field and down for a base hit. Jack Brooks comes up with the baseball at his knees. Guile checks in with a single. A leadoff base hit. In steps the cleanup bat, Nikhil Beasley. Guile now 2 for 2 on the day, as Nikhil Beasley, the righty bat out of Sacramento State University, second on the Sweets with 4 home runs on the year. Wind blown out towards left. Guile a lead at first, the pitch. Fastball whipped away. 1-0. Blue skies here at Borleske. A few clouds out in center field. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Out in front of a breaking ball on the outer black. And it's 1-1 to Beasley. Grounded out to short his last time up in the first. Hitting .288 on the year. Guile a lead at first. The 1-1. Misses low and away in the other batter's box with an off-speed pitch. 2-1 to Beasley. As the Sweets trail the Drifters 2-0. Bottom of the fourth, trying to snap an 11-game losing streak. Nobody out. Set, kicks and deals. A high fly ball out towards right field. Chavez tracks back over his left shoulder, makes the play. Guile scampers back to first, and there's one gone. In steps the lefty bat, Chris DeSoris. DeSoris 0 for 1 on the day, a ground ball right back to Carrillo out on the mound. To lead off the second inning for the Sweets offense, Guile a lead at first, the pitch. On the ground over towards short, a backhand play by Starr, he loses it. The throw to first base, not in time. A hard hit ball to the right side of Bryant Starr eats him up a little bit. Chris DeSoris sped down the line, and there's 2 on. It's going to be ruled a base hit for DeSoris. Guile now at second, and in steps Andrew Demanu. Demanu, the righty bat out of Lynn Benton Community College, committed to Eastern Oregon University just the other day. As Carrillo comes set at the belt, the righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch. Misses low in the dirt. A nice stop by Caden Young behind the plate. 1-0. Demanu, a single back in the second. Right back up the middle on the ground. as he twirls his all-black bat like a pinwheel, and Carrillo steps off. He's going to ask to have a conversation with Caden Young. Christosaurus at first, Gunnar Guile at second. Walla Walla trails Springfield 2-0, bottom of the fourth. Conversation ends between Young and Carrillo. On deck for the Sweets, Brooks Fisher. Earlier today, for the first time this whole season, I actually shagged balls during the end of batting practice, and Andrew Deminu gave me his glove. What a nice guy, the 1-0. Up and in, some chin music for ball number 2. I think I did all right for myself, made a couple of plays. Andrew said he'd trust me out in left field for an inning. He didn't say a whole game, but I'll take that. 2 on, 1 out, the 2-0. Misses low in the dirt. A fastball, Young keeps it in front of him. And it's 3-0 to Andrew Deminu.
Good eye, 4-1, good eye. Make a pitch, Steve.
Sweets trail the Drifters 2-0. Bottom of the fourth. Comes set. Kicks and delivers. Misses low and away, ball number 4. A 4-pitch walk for Deminu, and the bases are juiced for Brooks Fisher. Fisher, 0 for 1 on the day, reached on a fielder's choice. And pitching coach Dean Stiles slowly meanders out of the Drifters' dugout and to the hill. A big spot here for the Sweets, down 2-0 against Springfield. Trying to snap an 11-game skid. Does it finally end today? Dean Stiles, the pitching coach, out on the mound, talking it up with Carrillo, and he knows a thing or two. Used to be a pitching coach for the Dodgers farm system. Back in 2020 when they won the World Series, he actually got a World Series ring. Posted it on his Instagram and everything, showed off the bling. Pretty cool, he goes all around. He had 5 seasons with Oregon University as well, working as an assistant coach. Now with the Drifters. Meeting is adjourned with the bases loaded. In the windup, the pitch misses low. 1-0 to Brooks Fisher. A big spot here. Lefty bat hitting just .071 on the season. Bases juiced. Set. Kicks and deals. Fastball whipped inside. Fisher hops out of the way. 2-0 on the right field line. Fisher steps back in. Just 14 at-bats on the year. The pitch. Crackled over the outside corner. 2-1. Fisher without an RBI. Does that end here? Gunnar Guile at third. Christosaurus at second. Deminu at first. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Goes fishing for a breaking ball downstairs. And the count evens up 2-2. Steps back in. Has the righty on lefty matchup. Corner infield playing in at the grass for the Drifters. Double play depth up the middle. 1 out. The 2-2. Misses low in the dirt. A nice stop by Caden Young as he slides to his right. Wears it on his black chest plate. And the count runs full 3-2. Nowhere to put Fisher. A walk scores the Sweets' first run of the game. Sweets trail the Drifters 2-0. Bottom of the fourth. Carrillo set with his red glove at his belt. The pitch. Misses just a touch inside. Ball number 4. And the Sweets now trail the Drifters 2-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Cold as ice. Fisher, a stone-cold take as he watches a breaking ball swerve just a hair inside. The bases are still loaded for the righty bat, Max Finkelstein, hitting 8th for the Sweet, 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch, fastball taken over the outer edge for strike number 1. Sweets still threatening. Now at third, Christosaurus, Deminu at second base, Fisher at first. Set. The righties deal. A hard hit ball out towards straightaway center field. Brooks barely has to move, makes the play at his chest, tagging Christosaurus. The throw comes home, cut off by Carrillo, and another run scores. Tosaurus stomps on home plate, and Walla Walla has evened up the scoreline, 2 apiece against Springfield. Bottom of the 4th. Finkelstein gets his job done with the sacrifice fly. Inning extends, and in steps Esteban Olazaba. Grounded out to second to open up the bottom of the 3rd frame. 0 for 1 on the day. His nickname, Zaba, incoming freshman at Cal State Fullerton. That's what all the guys call him. Runners on the corners, the pitch. Right back up the middle, a line drive, base hit. Brooks comes up with the baseball at his ankles. Deminu touches home, and the Sweets now capture the lead 3-2 over the Drifters, bottom of the 4th. Esteban Olazaba sends it right back where it came from, and the lineup turns around for Cole Rogers. Walla Walla's first lead of the series after dropping yesterday's game 12-4. Rogers now trying to extend the lead. 2 for 2 on the day. Righty on righty matchup, set the belt, the pitch. A check swing that ricochets off the end of the bat of Rogers. Back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Sun continues to set behind the right side bleachers. Golden lights out in center field, everywhere else in shade. Pitch. Tails away. A breaking ball evens up the count at 1-1. A couple of arms warming up for Springfield down the first base side. Nods his head and comes set yet again. From the stretch with 2 on, the 1-1. Misses low and away. Caden Young has to range to his right. Makes a nice backhand stop. 2 balls and 1 strike to Cole Rogers. Jacob Talbot, the designated hitter in tonight's contest, on deck. Olazaba at first, Fisher at second. Righties deal. Misses downstairs. 3 balls and 1 strike. A hitter's count for Cole Rogers. You gotta think Dean Stiles, pitching coach for the Drifters, is at the top step. If this does indeed miss to Rogers, it would load the bases on 3-1. With 2 outs, comes set yet again. 2 on. Both take their lead. The 3-1. Misses low, ball 4. Cole Rogers takes a walk on 5 pitches. And the bases are loaded yet again. In steps the Biola man, Jacob Talbot. And that will do it for Carrillo. Diego looked as sturdy as a rock through 3 innings. Here in the 4th, it's been an entirely different story. The Sweets plate 3, threatening for more with 2 outs, and we will get a pitching change. Back right after this. Bottom of the 4th, Sweets on top, 3-2 over the Drifters on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
Whatever your...
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, 1 glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome to hospitality. Welcome to luxury. Welcome to Legends Casino Hotel. Visit legendscasino.com or call and book your stay today.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium, bottom of the fourth, and the score has flipped on the head. Sweets now lead the Drifters 3-2. With 2 outs, the bases are loaded for Jacob Talbot, and a new pitcher for the Drifters, Jackson Wentz. Come set, the righties deal. Ripped out towards right center, over Nigel Folland and into the right field. 1 run scores. Coming around third base, Olazaba, he touches home, and the Sweets on top 5-2 over the Drifters. Off the bat of Jacob Talbot in the bottom of the fourth. The 9th batter to the dish gets the job done. And in steps Gunnar Guile. Singled his last time up, led off the 4th inning. Came around to score the Sweets' first run of the game. Jackson Wentz, the righty arm, 6'4" incoming freshman out of Lower Columbia College. Takes over for Diego Carrillo. Goes 3 2/3, gives up 4 earned runs. The pitch. Curveball dances high. 1-0. Sun has set here in Walla Walla. Shade out in the diamonds. Fans on the edge of their seat. The pitch on the way. Talbot takes off. Fastball whipped away. Slides, not in time. Coming home from third, Cole Rogers. He breaks the third of the plate. It's going to be close. Slide, not in time. Cole Rogers dives under the tag of Caden Young. The Sweets tripling up the Drifters. 6-2, bottom of the fourth. Jacob Talbot takes off to second with the ideology that if this throw misses just a fraction of an inch, Cole Rogers could come home from third, and that's exactly what happened. A late break, a nice throw by Folland, but it wasn't enough. The 2-0 to Guile. Popped up, out of play down the third base line. And it's 2-1 to the University of Arizona man. With 2 gone, Talbot, the lone base runner for the Sweets, now at second. Walla Walla on top 6-2 over Springfield. The righty on lefty matchup. Set. The pitch. Misses low and away. Count evens up 2-2 with 2 outs. Walla Walla scraped 6 runs across, all in the bottom of the fourth. Up 6-2, 2 outs. Talbot a lead at second, and the 2-2 deal. Misses low and away with the breaking ball, and the count runs full. The Sweets, riding an 11-game losing streak coming into tonight's contest, does it finally end in front of a packed Borleske Stadium. The 3-2, fouled back. A high heater, Guile just gets his bat to the baseball, and will do it again. Went comes set. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. chasing some outside heat. Guile goes down swinging, but a productive inning for the Swedes, to say the less. Walla Walla plates 6 runs on 5 base hits. No errors. We'll be back right after this. Top of the 5th on the other side. Swedes lead the Drifters 6-2 on the Walla Walla Swedes. Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Top of the 5th inning here at Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster, on the mic for all 9 frames, as the Swedes on top 6-2 over the Drifters, a 6 spot in the bottom of the 4th. In steps the 8-hole hitter Nick Jimino, the righty bat facing the righty Payson Sweeney, still out there for the Swedes in his 5th inning of work. And the windup. The pitch on the way. Roped out towards right center. And down for a base hit. Gunnar Guile goes diving for it. It clangs off of the inside of his glove. Had a chance at it. Instead, Camino checks in with a single. And there's one on. In steps Nigel Collins. Nine-hole hitter Nigel Collins steps in, the lefty bat. Ground out to first his last time up in the 3rd. Set. Kicks and deals. Fastball misses inside at the ankles to Fallens. 1-0. American flag out in straightaway center field, all the way down. No wind to be heard of. A big lead for Jimino at first. Sweeney set. The pitch on the way. Crackled over the upstairs outside corner. And the count evens up 1-1 to Fallens. Leadoff man Jack Brooks on deck as the Swedes lead the Drifters 6-2. Bottom of the 5th. The 1-1. Right down Main Street, 1-2. In the Swedes' 11-game losing streak, Walla Walla has never had a 4-run lead. It comes here in what would be the 12th loss of the year. The Swedes trying to break that up. No outs, the 1-2. Curveball, caught him looking, strike 3. On the basement of the zone, Nigel Folland watches one spin in, and there's one out. Lineup turns around for Jack Brooks. Brooks hitting .289 on the year, 1 for 1 with a walk, a single back in the 3rd. Brooks, the lefty bats, went 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. As Sweeney comes set, the pitch on the way. Jimino takes off, fastball misses outside, the throw to second base, tag applied, he got him! A frozen rope from Nikhil Beasley, right on the money. You couldn't place it any better yourself if you walked over to second and put it in the glove of Olazaba, and there's 2 gone. Nikhil Beasley did not wait a moment to throw it to second base. Jimino caught in his tracks. The 1-0 to Brooks. Popped up, left side of the infield. This should get the Swedes out of it. Olazaba camps under it, makes the play at the cut of the grass over his left shoulder, and it's out number 3. Payson Sweeney all smiles. Nikhil Beasley daps him up. Smiling ear to ear as well. The vibes are up here in Walla Walla. A 1-2-3 top of the 5th. Home half. After this, Sweets up 6-2 over the Drifters on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Bottom of the 5th inning, the Sweets on top 6-2 over the Springfield Drifters. A 6th spot in the bottom of the 4th propels the 4-run lead for Walla Walla as Nikhil Beasley steps in. 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout in the 4th, a ground out to short in the 1st inning. Jackson Wentz pitch on the way. Check swing on a ball that hits the outer 3rd. A fastball and it's 0-1. Beasley spins his all-black bat. Went working quickly. Set. Kicks and deals. Spiked low in the dirt. And the count evens up 1-1. Pink skies here in Walla Walla. I like to call it the cotton candy skies. Closer towards the horizon. A bright pink. Slowly shading into a beautiful baby blue overhead. No outs, the 1-1. Misses high. Fastball, and it's 2-1. The moon visible out in right center field. Right over the tree line that goes around the entire outfield, the 2-1. Popped up out towards right field. Running over Chavez. Over in the bullpen. Reaches out. Dives. Did he make the play? He did. Chavez ends the at-bat. Takes one away from Nikhil Beasley. Holy smokes. He was on his horse. Shaded towards center field, facing off against the righty bat, Nikhil Beasley. That pop-up hung in the air just enough for Chavez to dive in the Drifters bullpen and make the play over at the dirt. And there's one gone. In steps Chris DeSoris, the righty on lefty matchup. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Late on a fastball over the outside edge, and it's 0-1. Sweets on top 6-2, bottom of the 5th, the 0-1. Right down Main Street, a heater, and Tesaurus behind 0-2. Tesaurus 1 for 2 on the day, the pitch. Laced to left field, slicing and hits the netting that runs down the left field line, out of play. And we'll do it again on 0-2. Tesaurus, a single in the 4th frame, came around to score. An RBI on the day as well. 0-2. Rip to right field and down for a base hit as it skates down the right field line. Chavez comes up with the baseball. Tesaurus rounds first, stops right there. A nice throw to Bryant Starr covering second base. And it's a 1-out base hit for Chris Tesaurus. In steps Andrew Demanu. With the Sweets on top, 6-2 over the Drifters. Andrew Demanu, the righty bat, just committed to Eastern Oregon University yesterday. 1 out, the pitch. Fastball misses inside. 1-0 to Demanu. Tesaurus a lead at first. Throw goes back to first. Tesaurus dives back safely. No tag applied by Nolan Miller. Demonu taps his all-black bat on home plate. Went comes set. The pitch. Laced out towards left field on a line. Brown barely has to move as he makes the play at a belt. 2 gone. Andrew Demonu hits it hard, 90 miles an hour off the bat. Unfortunately, right at Elliott Brown. His feet could have been cemented to the grass out in left field, and he still would have made that play. In steps Brooks Fisher, the pitch. Curveball way high. Went loses one, and it's 1-0. Fisher, 0 for 1 on the day. His first RBI of the season back in the 4th inning. A walk with the bases loaded scored a run for the Sweets, the 1-0. Spiked low, his first RBI of the season back in the 4th inning. A walk with the bases loaded scored a run for the Sweets, the 1-0. Spiked low. Not in time. Way can't come up with it, and it's 2-0. A runner now at second base in Chris Tesaurus, the Sweets, on top 6-2 over the Drifters. Bottom of the 5th inning. Fisher rests his all-gray bat on his left shoulder, squeezed by his white batting gloves, the 2-0. Fastball whipped up and outside. 3-0. Went. Leans and gets the sign from Caden Young. His arm dangling at his right hip, back and forth like a pendulum as he comes set at the belt. 3-0. Misses low and in, ball 4. Fisher takes a base, his second straight walk. And the 8-hole hitter, Max Finkelstein, steps in. Finkelstein, 0 for 1, a ground out to short back in the 2nd inning. In the 4th, a sacrifice fly to straightaway center field. Hitting 182 on the year. The righty-on-righty matchup. Tesaurus at second. Fisher at first. The pitch. Fastball yanked off the plate. Caden Young can't come up with it. The baseball rams into the backstop. Tesaurus reaches third. Fisher at second. And there's 2 on in scoring position. Walla Walla on top 6-2 over the Drifters. Bottom of the 5th. Is this the game where it all comes together for the Sweets? Trying to snap an 11-game skid. 2 outs. Set. Wentz 1-0. Misses low and away. Can't find the zone, and it's 2-0. Borleske Stadium, all on the edge of their seats. 1,000 plus here in Walla Walla. Watching their boys of summer. The 2-0. High fly ball out towards straightaway right field. Chavez ranges, camps, makes the play above his head. Out number 3. The Sweets leave 2 on 1 base hit. No errors and no runs. Top of the 6th on the other side. The Sweets on top 6-2 over the Drifters on the Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
I They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually.
Top of the 6th here at Borleske Stadium. The Sweets on top 6-2 over the Springfield Drifters as Bryant Starr steps in. The righty bat 0 for 2 on the day, hitting .215. Payson Sweeney set at the belt in his 6th inning of work. In the windup, the pitch. Curveball dances outside for 1-0. Set, gets the sign from Beasley. In the motion. Righties 1-0. Laced out towards left field on a hop. Olazaba can't field it as it trickles into left field. Rounding first base, Bryant Starr stops right there. In E6, Olazaba can't come up with it. A hard hit ball still should have had it. 1 on, in steps the 3-hole hitter, Nolan Miller. Miller 1 for 2 on the day. Scored the Drifters' 2nd run of the game back in the 4th. Hitting .320 on the season from the left side. Payson Sweeney gets the sign and comes set. The pitch misses up and away. Starr, a lead at first base. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1 as Miller chases some high heat. Come set. 1-1. Curveball misses outside, and it's 2-1. Starr, a big lead at first base. He has 8 stolen bases on the year. His 8th came tonight, back in the 4th. No outs, 2-1. Fastball zipped outside, 3-1. Sweets on top, 6-2 over the Drifters. Top of the 6th. A 6-run bottom of the 4th propels the 4-run lead for Walla Walla. A hitter's count here to Miller. He comes set yet again, a kick in the deal. Popped up, left side, in foul territory, drifting over the screen and into the fans for strike 2. Full count here to Miller. On deck, Cesar Chavez leads the Drifters with a .338 batting average. Right behind him in second, Nolan Miller, up at the dish, as he swirls his all-oak bat around a few times from the left side. Payoff pitch. Swirls the throw, goes to first base. Payson Sweeney want to make sure Bryson Starr is not taking too much over at first. With nobody out, the Sweets on top 6-2 over the Drifters. No outs. Payoff. Pitch on the way. Up and outside. So it's ball number 4. Nolan Miller takes a free pass. And with nobody out, an E6 and a walk, all of a sudden there's 2 on. And that's how dangerous this Springfield Drifters lineup can be, especially the top half. You look up and down it. Jack Brooks, Bryant Starr, Nolan Miller, and Cesar Chavez, the first 4 batters. All potent bats. And manager Colby Waterloo slowly paces out from the dugout. We'll have to see if Payson Sweeney's day is done. So far he's given up just the 2 earned runs through 5 innings. No outs here in the 6th inning, and there's 2 on. Manager Colby Waterloo in this position historically has usually given the option to the pitcher out on the mound if he wants to continue. And Sweeney stays out there. Takes the rosin bag in his right palm. A deep breath. A big spot. Chavez hitting .338 as the cleanup batter. Got an off day in yesterday's ball game. Batting from the right side. The incoming sophomore at Cal State Los Angeles. Sweeney set. Kicks and deals. Rip to right, over the screen and into the bleachers. 0-1. The moon shining bright out in right center field. Lights on here at Borleske Stadium. Fans line the right field bleachers all the way down the left field line as well in Lou's crew, Section A. 0-1. Rip to right field, right over the jumping Chris DeSores. He can't make the play. Gunnar Guile comes up with the baseball at his ankles, rounding third, Bryant Starr. No throw to home as he dives in, and the Drifters now trail the Sweets 6-3 in the top of the sixth. Chavez goes opposite field. A line drive squeaks right over the outstretched glove of Chris DeSores at first. Still nobody out. Nolan Miller now at second, and in steps Caden Young. Young over 2 on the day. A swinging strikeout back in the fourth. Hitting .234 on the year. Sweeney set. The delivery. Misses low. Can't find it with a curveball. Sweets on top, 6-3, trying to hang on to the lead. 2 on, nobody out. The 1-0 deal. Popped up, shallow right field. Guile ranges under it and makes the play high above his head. Promptly throws it in and keeps Nolan Miller at second base. Thought about tagging. Guile's arm just a little bit too strong. 1 out. That is a huge out, number 1. If Caden Young reaches there, the bases all of a sudden are loaded. And with 1 gone, the Sweets trying to hang on to a 6-3 lead in the top of the 6th. Sam Weber steps in, 1 for 2 on the day. Batting in the 6th spot. Comes set. The righties deal. Curveball misses up and in at the head of Weber. He braced, did not get out of the way of that pitch. It just misses his dark gray helmet. 1-0. Sweeney gets the sign, now comes set at the belt from the stretch. The 1-0. Drips in with a breaking ball that clips the lower outside corner. Evens up the count at 1-1 with 1 out. Miller at second. Chavez at first. Sweeney set. In the motion, the 1-1. Swing and a chopping ball foul behind home plate. And it's 1-2. Weber hitting just $172 on the year. 1 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. Already has himself a base hit tonight. A single back in the 4th to score Nolan Miller. Miller now at second. Has a chance to do the exact same thing on 1-2. On the way. Runners takes off. Swing and a foul ball back behind the plate. Nolan Miller braked for third. Chavez was off as well. Instead, they both have to jog back 90 feet. 1-2 here to Weber. On deck, Elliott Brown as the Sweets lead the Drifters 6-3, top of the 6th. Hardly any fans in the concourse, everybody with their eyes out on the diamond. 1 out. 1-2. Misses low and away. Beasley can't squeeze it. Both runners take a free 90 feet as Miller is now at third. Chavez reaches second. 2 on in scoring position. And the count evens up 2-2 here to Sam Weber. Weber with 8 RBIs on the season. Had one in yesterday's ball game as well. The pitch. Caught him looking, strike 3. Sam Weber from looking strike. Weber frozen on a curveball that just hits the inner black. And there's 2 gone. In steps Elliott Brown. Payson Sweeney, when he needs it, he gets it done. And with 2 outs, let's see if he can get 1 more. Runners on second and third in Miller and Chavez. Elliott Brown, the lefty bat, steps in. 0 for 2 on the day, a fly out to left field back in the second. A ground out to second in the fourth. Hitting .250 on the year. The righty on lefty matchup. Pitch. A slow flare out towards center field and down for a base hit. Cole Rogers runs up with the baseball just home. Rounding third base and scoring Cesar Chavez. And it's a 2 RBI single for Elliott Brown. And just like that, the Drifters have stormed right back. Now trail the Sweets 6-5. Top of the 6th. Not a hard hit ball off the bat, but Elliott Brown just puts it in play and he gets rewarded for it. And it looks like Payson Sweeney's day is done. Manager Colby Waddalow trots out, claps his hands, takes the baseball from Sweeney, gives him a handshake, and in Payson Sweeney's last start as a Walla Walla Sweets, does pretty good for himself. His stat line tarnished just a hair in the top of the 6th as the Drifters scratch across a trio of runs. However, Payson Sweeney finishes 5 2/3, gives up 5 earned runs. Should be proud of himself with 5 strikeouts, just the 2 walks. We're going to get a new pitcher out on the mound. It's Jared Glenn, the product out of Gonzaga University. And we will take a quick break. Sweets, a narrow 6-5 lead over the Drifters. 2 outs, a runner on base, and we'll be back right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Top of the 6th inning, 2 outs, a runner on. A new pitcher, Jared Glenn. First pitch is swung on and a foul ball back behind the plate. Nick Cimino behind 0-1. Jared Glenn takes over for Payson Sweeney. He finishes day 5 2/3 of an inning, gives up 5 earned runs with 5 strikeouts, just the 2 walks. Comes set, 2 outs, the 0-1 deal. Fouled back yet again. A breaking ball low. Cimino behind 0-2 with Elliott Brown at first base. Glenn, the righty arm out of Gonzaga University. Comes set at the chest. 2 outs. The righties deal on 0-2. Fastball misses high. A tick above 90 miles an hour, and it's 1-2. Glenn working with a 5.89 ERA, and 18 in the third innings pitched. Joined the Sweets back in mid-June. Come set yet again. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike three. Fastball right through the bat of Nick Gimino. And there's 3 gone. Walla Walla hanging on to a narrow 6-5 lead over the Springfield Drifters. Can they extend their lead in the bottom of the 6th inning? Find out right after this on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Drew Albaugh, your play-by-play broadcaster, on the mic. As the Sweets, a narrow 6-5 lead over the Drifters. The 9-hole hitter Esteban Olazaba steps up. 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single back in the 4th. Went, set, the pitch. Popped up out towards right field, slicing in the bright blue sky, out of play. Goes into the bleachers, and it's 0-1. Sun has set. Lights turned on here at Borleske Stadium as the moon is visible through a few clouds out in right field. The righty-on-righty matchup, 0-1. Misses low. Fastball, and it's 2-0. Rather 1-1 to Olazaba. Nobody on. Sweets Tron top 6-5, the 1-1. A hard ground ball left side, backhand squeeze by Bryant Starr, gets up, the toss across on a hop, not in time. Olazaba beats it out. It would have been a heck of a throw by Bryant Starr. Almost a highlight play. A split second is the difference between him putting that on his end of season highlights and an infield single for Esteban Olazaba. And in steps Cole Rogers with a runner on. Rogers, 2 for 2 on the day. The first pitch is spiked low. Looking around, Caden Young, he can't find it, gets it up. The third to second base, tag applied. Got him. Esteban Olazaba tries to go first to second on a dropped pitch low. Caden Young comes up with it, throws it to second base. Zaba is out by a whisker. And manager Colby Waterlow wants to have a chat with bases umpire Brandon Lane. Lane is hearing it from not just manager Colby Waterlow, but also the rest of Borleske. Zaba jumped out as he tried to hit second base. It was a nice play by Caden Young. To his credit, the baseball is kept right above him. He did a full 360 as he finally come up with the ball. Threw it to second just in time. Manager Colby Waterlow conversation is over with Brandon Lane, whether he likes it or not. Bases are now cleared. The 1-0 with one out. Fastball runs inside. Just misses Cole Rogers' dark blue jersey. It's 2-0. Rogers out of New Mexico State University. His father, Lamar, a third base coach. Used to be third base coach with the St. Paul Twins, the AAA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. 2-0. Misses high with a fastball. 3-0 with one out. Walla Walla, a narrow 6-5 lead over Springfield. Would love to add on with still 3 innings remaining. But the only problem, nobody on base. Top of the lineup, Cole Rogers faces the 3-0. Misses low and in. Cool, calm, collected. He takes a walk. And here in the 6th, a runner on, in steps Jacob Talbot. Talbot hitting .226 on the season. 1 for 3 on the day, a big single back in the 4th. All 6 runs for the Sweets have come up back in the 4th inning. An RBI single in the 4th for Talbot. And his 2 at-bats before that goes 0 for 2 with a fly up to center and a double play. As manager for the Drifters, Jeff Lyle steps out and wants to have a chat with Jackson Wentz. Arms warming up down the right field line for the Drifters. And it looks like this might be it for Jackson Wentz. And it is. His day's done. Cole Rogers left to dry at first base as he slowly jogs back over towards the dugout. With one out, the Swedes trying to add on to an already 6-5 lead. Tight ball game here at Borleske. You don't want to miss it on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, one glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. The Sweets on top, 6-5, one out, the pitch on the way. A fastball misses outside. 1-0 to Jacob Talbot, the righty bat out of Biola University, with Cole Rogers standing at first. A new pitcher out on the hill, taking over for Jackson Wentz, Dax Teixeira. As Teixeira steps out. Caden Young wants to have a chat with Teixeira. Couldn't see the signs, was motioning towards his eyes as he shows 2 fingers back and forth. Teixeira, an incoming freshman at Lynn Benton Community College. has a chat. And with one out, Teixeira comes set at the belt. Cole Rogers, a hearty lead at first. The pitch to Talbot. Instead, the throw goes over to first base. Cole Rogers back safely. Teixeira standing at 6-5 out on the hill. The righty arm working with a 9.0 ERA, just 2 innings pitched. He's given up a couple of runs. Set, kicks and deals. Misses, it hits the top of the rail for strike number 1. And the count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike to the 2-hole hitter, Jacob Talbot. On deck, Gunnar Guile. Middle infield, Brian Starr at short and Nigel Folland at second. Squeeze towards the second base bag in double play depth. Rogers takes off. The throw goes to home. Rogers in without a slide. A great jump. Cole was already 2/3 of the way to second base by the time catcher Kidd and Young came up with that baseball. And a runner now in scoring position. Talbot faces the 2-1. The pitch. Popped up, right side in foul territory. Will it stay in play for Nolan Miller? Reaches up and makes the play a few feet away from the screen. And it's out number 2. By the way, that was Cole Rogers' 16th stolen base on the season. That leads the Sweets. With 2 gone, in steps Gunnar Guile. 2 for 3 on the day, a single back in the 4th that scored a run. He also came around to score. Also batted twice in the 4th inning. Ended that frame with a pop-up. The righty on lefty matchup, set, the pitch, whipped up and outside. 1-0. Teixeira comes set at the belt. Takes a peek at second. Delivers home. Popped up, a rainmaker that's going to stay in the infield. Starr camps under it at the cut of the grass, makes the play over his left shoulder, and it's out number 3. The Swedes cannot get any insurance runs. Teixeira comes in and does his job. Swedes on top 6-5, top of the 7th, right after this on the Walla Walla Swedes Radio Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Top of the 7th, the Sweets, a narrow 6-5 lead over the Drifters. As a pinch hitter, Dakai Fierhata steps in, takes over for Nigel Folland. The pitch zipped over the inner third for strike 1. Nigel Folland, the ex-Sweet, hitting 9th for the Drifters. His day is done after he goes 0-2 with the backwards K in the 5th. In the windup, the 0-1 from Glenn is fouled back. Fierhata in an early 0-2 hole. Takai, the two-way player out of Southwestern Oregon Community College. The 0-2. Fly back behind the screen. And we'll do it again on 0-2. Just 6 at-bats this season. 1 for 6 on the year. His lone base hit came back against the Yakima Valley Pippins on July 31st. That was also his last game as a hitter, the 0-2. Right down the middle, Jared Glenn freezes him on a fastball. Down goes Firhata, in steps Jack Brooks. Top 7, the Sweets on top 6-5 over the Drifters. The leadoff man, Jack Brooks. Lefty bat steps in, 1 for 2 on the day, a single in the third, a walk in the first. Hitting .289 on the year. His all-black bat squeezed by his black batting gloves. As he holds his barrel high above his left shoulder, Jared Glenn in the motion, the pitch. Curveball dances away. 1-0. Here at Borleske Stadium, the concourse a little busier than usual, and it's because all of the kids with their trash bags have been entrusted to collect trash as the 1-0 misses outside. Fastball, 2-0. Something cool they do here at Borleske Stadium. Kids run around, get trash, get $1 or $2 from the fans. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. 2-1. I remember, it's not today, but maybe a week or so ago, a kid at the concourse right in front of me here behind home plate. Close enough towards the ground, not a press box way high up in the air. It's the 2-1. Is fouled back. Count evens up 2-2 to Brooks. A kid ran with a $10 bill in his hand over his right shoulder screaming, "I got $10, I got $10. And I remember $10 back in the day was a fortune. You can get like 10 candy bars for that. The 2-2. Misses low and inside. Beasley can't keep it in front of him. Doesn't hurt him though, as the count runs full, no one on base. With 1 out, the Sweets hanging on to a narrow 6-5 lead over the Drifters. Top of the 7th. In desperate need of a victory, Walla Walla 11 straight losses. As Jared Glenn shakes off a couple, now nods his head, and the 3-2. Popped up, slicing, left side, out of play as it goes over the screen and in to Lube's Crew, where all of the host families sit. Host a player here in Walla Walla, you get free season tickets as well as other perks. Check it out on the WallaWallaSuites.com. 1 out, the 3-2. Misses outside. A curveball. Jack Brooks reaches first base. A 6-pitch walk, in steps Bryant Starr. Home plate umpire Lucas Naley gets more baseballs as he puts it in his right pocket. Puts on his mask. Bryant Starr, 0 for 3 on the day. Scored back in the 6th, reached on an E6. The only error of the game, the pitch. Fastball zipped up and in. 1-0 to Starr. Hitting .215 on the season. In yesterday's ball game, it was just that. A Starr goes 2 for 3 with a couple of ribbies. 1 out, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Ties him up on a fastball. Up and in. The count evens up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Glenn working quickly. He comes set from Gonzaga University. Kicks and deals on 1-1. Instead, flips to first base. Started to go in his motion last second. Twirls and fires to first. Nolan Miller on deck. The 1-1. Drips in, a curveball crisscrosses the inner black. 1-2. Jared Glenn edges the rubber towards the first base side with his white and red cleats as he comes set at the chest. The 1-2. Brooks takes off, fastball misses outside the third of second base, a hair high. Olazaba has to jump up and make the play high above his head. A tag on Brooks, but it's not in time. A stolen base. A runner now on second. Represents the tying run 2 balls and 2 strikes to Bryant Starr. A big chance here. The righty-on-righty matchup. Glenn leans in and gets the sign from Nikhil Beasley behind the plate. Now comes set. The delivery on 2-2. A swing and a miss. Strike 3. Jared Glenn throws a curveball down low. Bryant Starr. Someone must have told him fishing is for extracurricular activities. You can't do it on the baseball diamond as well. And there's 2 outs. In steps Nolan Miller, hitting .320 on the season. 1 for 3 on the day. Glenn takes a look at second, and now delivers home. Goes back to the curveball, and it's another strike. Finds the basement of the zone, 0-1. Sky continuing to turn into a darker shade of blue overhead, moon shining bright out in right field. Set. Kicks and deals on 0-1. Misses in at the knees of Nolan Miller. Count evens up 1-1. Sweets on top, 6-5. Top of the 7th, 2 outs. The 1-1. Misses well inside. Nolan Miller has to do a tango in the lefty batter's box to avoid that baseball. A hitter's count, 2-1 to Miller. Cesar Chavez leads the Drifters with a .338 batting average. He's on deck. Like a pendulum. His right arm swaying back and forth out on the mound as Sweeney comes set at the chest. The pitch. A strike over the outer edge. A breaking ball starts maybe a touch outside and swerves into the zone. Sweeney, a pitch away from getting out of the top of the 7th. Jack Brooks, a lead at second base. Sweets on top, 6-5. Top of the 7th, trying to snap an 11-game slide. 2 outs, the 2-2. Fastball whipped upstairs. And the count runs full. Tension increases here at Borleske. You can practically hear a pin drop in between pitches. Everyone on the edge of their seats. 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Fouled back, and the battle continues. Nolan Miller giving everything to Jared Glenn out on the hill. Glenn comes set. 2 outs. 3-2 yet again. Watches one low in the dirt. Nikhil Beasley can't field it as Jack Brooks speeds to third base on a dropped pitch. Runners on the corners now, and the plot thickens. Patient as a sloth, Nolan Miller, back-to-back walks. In steps the righty bat, Cesar Chavez. This could be the breaking point in today's ball game. Who wins this battle between Chavez and Glenn could ultimately decide who wins the war, as the Sweets on top, 6-5. The pitch crackled over the corner, upper inside corner. 0-1, 2 outs, 2 on. Miller at first, Brooks at third. Chavez hitting .338 on the year. Glenn comes set at the chest, 2 outs. Kicks and deals on 0-1. Ground ball over towards short, this should do it. Olazaba comes up, sets his feet, throws a strike into the chest of Christosaurus. Out number 3. Jared Glenn spins out of trouble, and the Sweets still on top, 6-5 in the top of the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th, right after this, no base hits, 2 left on, and no score. Enjoy the 7th inning stretch on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Bottom of the 7th inning. After the stretch, the Sweets on top 6-5 over the Drifters. A narrow 1-run lead. Dax Teixeira out on the hill, facing off against Nikhil Beasley. The pitch. Fastball clips the top rail of the strike zone, and it's 0-1. Beasley 0 for 3 on the day. Coming into the game, hitting .288, leads the Sweets. The 0-1. Whipped outside. A heater, and the count evens up 1-1. Teixeira in his second inning of work comes set at the belt in the motion and the 1-1. Watches one over the outer third. A breaking ball slices in. Nikhil Beasley behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Sweets on top 6-5, bottom of the 7th. In the windup, the 1-2. Fly back behind the screen. We'll do it again on 1 and 2. Nikhil Beasley leads the current Sweets roster with 4 home runs. The 1-2 deal. Popped up out towards right field. Cesar Chavez ranges glove side towards the chalk and makes the play high above his head. 1 out. In steps Chris Tesaurus, having himself a great day, 2 for 3. I was talking to third base coach for the Walla Walla Sweets, Leo Rivera, about how important preparation is and what you can garner from watching batting practice. The windup and the first pitch. Misses outside to the lefty bat, Chris Tesaurus. Has the righty-lefty matchup. And Leo Rivera said, all of that is simply to warm up, the 1-0. Misses down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. But I gotta say, Chris Tesaurus hit a bomb in batting practice out in right center field, a place in the ballpark that never gets out. The 2-0. Misses up and outside. Goes with the fastball, and it's 3-0 to Tesaurus. I mean, Chris crushed it pregame, and now he's crushing it in-game, 2 for 3. 1 out, the 3-0. Misses away with a fastball, ball 4. Tesaurus takes a free 90 feet on 4 pitches. In steps Andrew Demanu. Demanu 1 for 2 on the day with a walk in the 4th. He came around to score. Singled back in the 2nd frame, his last time out, a line out to left field. Heading .238 on the year, the pitch. Swirls the outer black, a breaking ball, 0-1. The Sweets trying to snap an 11-game slide with 2 games remaining here in the 2025 season. Tesaurus, a lead at first. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chases a breaking ball low and away. Demanu's got a battle 0-2 as he chokes up on his all-black bat, gripped by his black batting gloves. Teixeira working quickly. Set the deal. On the ground, over towards second base, right under the glove of Furhada and into right field. Tesaurus stops at second. Demanu still at first in E4, and there's 2 on. In steps Brooks Fisher. A stroke of luck for the Sweets. Let's see if they can take advantage as Walla Walla leads the Drifters 6-5. Bottom of the 7th. The Sweets would love a couple of insurance runs. Fisher already with 2 walks today and an RBI. The pitch. Misses up and outside. Can't locate the fastball. Fisher hitting .071 on the year. The lefty bat faces the righties 1-0 deal. Crackled over the corner. Upper outside edge. And the count evens up 1-1. Dark blue skies, no wind as you can't see any of the American flag as it lays all the way down in straightaway center field. 1 out. The 1-1 deal. Ground ball right side of the infield, charging Fierhada, makes the play, the flip over to first base for out number 2. Demanu speeds to second, Tesauris now at third. And with 2 outs, Walla Walla has 2 in scoring position. In steps Max Finkelstein. Finkelstein 0 for 2 on the day, a sacrifice fly in the 4th. But he needs a little more than a sacrifice fly here with 2 gone. Infield shifted towards the third base bag. The righty on righty matchup. Pitch on the way. Misses high. Finkelstein hitting just under the Mendoza line at 182. Set. Kicks and deals. Watches a fastball miss away. 2 and balls and no strikes to Finkelstein. Olazaba on deck. The 9-hole hitter for the Sweets as Walla Walla leads Springfield 6-5. Bottom of the 7th, the 2-0. Fouled back right over the screen as it bounds back into the fans, and it's 2-1. Pinwheels is all black bat around. Faces the 2-1. Fly ball right side. This slices over the netting and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Max Finkelstein. Tesauris at third, Demanu at second. Kicks and deals. Ground ball over towards first base, bounding on the chalk. Just foul. Would have been out number 3. Home plate umpire Lucas Naley says it just hit the other side of the chalk. Finkelstein stays alive because of it. The deuce is wild. 2 on, 2 outs, 2 balls, and 2 strikes. Teixeira set at the belt from the stretch. The 2-2 on the way. Fouled back. We will do it again. Is this the climax of tonight's ball game? The Sweets looking for a couple of huge insurance runs. 2 outs, the 2-2. Poked first base side, foul ball. That ball had some English on it. Hit the chalk, spun to the right in foul territory. Finkelstein just poked his bat out at that ball. That was way outside. Does a nice job just to make contact. Tesauris at third, Demanu at second. Set. The righties deal on 2-2. Caught him looking, strike 3. Goes down on a break-in ball that just kisses the outside black. And the Sweets leave 2 on in scoring position. A couple of walks, an error. Walla Walla can't grab the insurance run that could prove to be vital. Top of the 8th right after this. No score. And the bottom of the 7th inning. Sweets on top 6-5. Be back right after this on a Walla Walla Sweets Radio Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at Underwriter Honda of WallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Back at Borleske Stadium, the Sweets hold on to a narrow 6-5 lead over the Drifters. The 5-hole hitter, Caden Young, steps in. Righty's deal from Glenn is popped up right side, out of play. 0-1 to Young. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Hitting .234 on the season. Touches his all-blue batting helmet with his white batting gloves as he steps back in. Jared Glenn's 0-1. Curveball clips the corner on the lower inside portion of the zone, and it's 0-2. Arms warming up down the right field line for the Springfield Drifters. Sweets bullpen out in left field lies dormant. 0-2. Curveball misses low and away. Caden Young does not offer at it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Sweets on top, 6-5. Top of the 8th, in the windup. The 1-2. Rocketed to right, out of play. Sliced well above the screen, over the bleachers. 5. Top of the 8th, in the windup. Over the bleachers. Let's take a quick trip around the West Coast League. In the bottom of the 7th, the Victoria Harbor Cats on top 8-2 over the Edmonton Riverhawks as Glenn's in the windup and the 1-2. Laced out towards left field, hooking fair. It bounces off the chalk. Rounding first base, Caden Young, he's going to steam to second. The throw from Demonu, not in time. A leadoff double. Young now at second represents the tying run. On deck, Elliott Brown. In steps Sam Weber. In the bottom of the 8th inning over at Yakima County Stadium, the Ridgefield Raptors up 6-3 over the Pippins. Top 7, Elk Stadium, Wenatchee Apple Sox lead the Kelowna Falcons 8-5. Glenn nods his head as he comes set at the chest. Takes a peek at second, delivers home. Shows bunt, pulls away. A fastball zips up and outside. Young at second was already a third of the way to third base. Finish up those score lines. Lefties on top of the North Paws, 11-10. High scoring affair over at Norbrook Stadium in the bottom of the 6th. As Glenn comes set at the belt, the 1-0 shows bunt yet again, and a curveball misses. Inside, Sam Weber pulls away last second, 2 balls and no strikes. In the top of the 8th inning, the Bellingham Bells on top of the Night Owls, 3-2. A lead for the Black Bears, 7-4 over the Elks. The 2-0. Bunt yet again, finally gets it down first base side, but just a hair foul, and it's 2-1. A final over at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, over in Corvallis. The Knights, a narrow 7-6 win over the Pickles, trying to garner some momentum ahead of the WCL playoffs. Both teams clinch. The Pickles first half winners, Knights second half winners. 2-1 from Glenn, shows bunt. Can't get it down as it zips off the end of his bat and into the backstop. Strategy's going to have to change for Weber on 2 strikes. And it's 2-2. The other 2 teams that just edge out the Sweets in the standings for the first and second wild card spot, the Marion Berries and the Bend Elks. Glenn comes set at the chest, whips his right arm on 3-1, misses low, a breaking ball, rather the 2-2 turns into 3-2. Count runs full. Weber hitting 172 on the year. With nobody out, this is a critical at-bat. Payoff pitch. Popped up out towards right field. A can of corn for Guile. Instead, it's the second baseman, Max Finkelstein, that makes the play in shallow rights. And there's one gone. In steps Elliott Brown, the 7-hole hitter. 1 for 3 on the day. A single back in the 6th frame. 1 for 3 in yesterday's ball game as well. Hitting .250 on the season. With the lefty bat, swings his barrel around, faces the righties. First pitch, squares, pulls away. A fastball zips up and in, past Nikhil Beasley, hits the backstop. Young speeds to third, no throw. The Drifters now 90 feet away from tying this ball game. Walla Walla up 6-5 over Springfield. This would be the most heartbreaking loss of all. After 11 straight L's, the Sweets trying to change the tide. The 1-0 misses up high. 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th for the Sweets. Propels the 6-5 lead. Have had some chances in the last couple of innings, but with runners on in scoring position, that big hit has not come through for the Sweets. Since then, a 3 spot for the Drifters in the 6th. The pitch misses up and away. 3-0. Infield in for Walla Walla. On deck, Nick Gimino, and I'll tell you what, a walk here is not the worst idea. A double play would then be on with 1 out. Glenn comes set. 3-0. Popped up, sky high. This is going to stay in the infield. Olazaba makes the play, out number 2. Boy, is that a huge outcome in the Sweets' favor. A sacrifice fly now no longer scores a run. Gimino's going to have to come through with a base hit. Jared Glenn takes a deep breath. Out of Gonzaga University, originally went to Arizona State, has battled through adversity. Was injured for over a year, stepped back out on the mound, has been a dog ever since. He comes set. 2 outs, the righties deal. Curveball crackled over the corner, lower outside edge, and it's 0-1. Glenn, an incoming senior. The players on his team call him Unk, short for uncle, because of how much experience he has. Can it get him out of a jam? 0-1. Misses low. Breaking ball evens up the count at 1-1. Everyone locked into the game at hand here at Borleske Stadium. Discourse can stop for now. It's time to focus up. The 1-1. Misses high. Heater, 2-1. Nick Gimino, 1 for 3 on the day. A single in the 5th. And in .224 on the year. Infield shaded towards third. 2 outs, the 2-1. Swing and a miss. A fastball right by him. Like a hot knife through butter. Gimino can't catch up to it. Right through it, and it's 2-2. Glenn, a pitch away. With 2 outs, Sweets, a narrow 6-5 lead over the Drifters. Top 8, the 2-2. Just a hair low and away over the Drifters. Just Lucas Naley, home plate umpire, doesn't give it to Glenn. Full count. What a big spot. On deck, Dakai Fierhata, the 9-hole hitter. With 2 outs, the 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. And now, caught at third base is Caden Young. The throw over to third, charging, tag from Fisher, he's out. What a costly base running decision. Caden Young just strolled from third to home. Why? I'm not too sure. A perplexing decision that helps the Sweets out in a big way. Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Sweets catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Under dark skies here at Borleske Stadium, the Sweets hanging on to a narrow 6-5 lead over the Drifters. Bottom of the 8th, in steps the 9-hole hitter Esteban Olazaba, facing off against the righty arm Dax Teixeira. Olazaba 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI single in the 5th. The pitch on the way. Fastball runs high. 1-0 to Olazaba. The Drifters had runners on the corners in the top of the 8th before Caden Young gives himself away, the 1-0. Curveball slices the outer edge. Count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike. The Sweets plated 6 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's propelled a 6-5 lead, the 1-1. Popped up, right side over the screen and out of play. Nobody on base, nobody out. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 8th, the Sweets could sure use a couple of insurance runs. In the windup, the 1-2. A rip to right, another one gets over the screen, hits the bright blue bleachers down the right field line. A few fans all go racing for the baseball. Tension is high here at Borleske. The Sweets trying to snap an 11-game skid. The 1-2 deal. Misses away. Breaking ball even ups the count at 2-2. Olazaba hitting just 125 on the season. The incoming freshman out of Cal State Fullerton. 2-2. On the ground, left side, diving, Star, and he can't come up with it. Trickles into left field. Brown fields at the ankles, throws it in. Olazaba checks in with a single to lead off the bottom of the 8th, and the lineup turns around. In steps the leadoff man, Cole Rogers. Out of New Mexico State University, he's had himself a day. 2 for 2 with 2 walks. He's reached all 4 times he's been to the plate. Hitting .269 on the year. And manager Jeff Lyle for the Drifters slowly paces out to talk it up with Bryant Starr. He dived right at the cut of the grass towards his glove side. Hanging up just a hair. Hopefully he's all right. It cannot be overstated how much this win would mean for the Sweets. Walla Walla has lost 11 straight games with just 2 to go. The Sweets running out of chances, but tonight, Walla Walla hanging on to a 6-5 lead over Springfield. As manager Jeff Lyle slowly walks back towards the dugout, Bryant Starr is going to stay out there. On deck, Jacob Talbot in the hole, Gunnar Guile. Cole Rogers, sporting a bright gold chain around his neck as he taps home plate with his red cleats. The righty bat facing the righty Dax Tixera and his third inning of work. Tixera takes a peek at first, now comes set. The righty's deal, shows bunt, can't get it down as it skates off the end of his bat into the backstop. 0-1. The moon is shining bright down the right field line. No wind. You can hear a pin drop here at Borleske Stadium. Fans anxiously awaiting. The throw over to first. Olazaba dives back safely. Olazaba, a speedy base runner at first. We'll see if he takes off. The Sweets on top, 6-5, bottom of the 8th. No outs. The 0-1 to Rogers. Hits top rail with a fastball. Cole behind 0-2. Olazaba still searching for his first stolen base of the year. Joined the Sweets just over a week ago. The 0-2 spins up and in. 1-2 to Rogers. Tixera can't locate the breaking ball. A big spot here. Double play depth up the middle for the Drifters. Bryant Starr at short, Furhada at second base. No outs. Set. Kicks and deals on 1-2. Laced out towards deep left center field. Brooks on the run, makes the play high above his head in the alleyway. Olazaba skates back to first. Cole Rogers hits the ball hard, does not get rewarded for it, and there's one gone. In steps Jacob Talbot. A fastball left over the middle of the plate. Rogers doesn't miss it. Hangs in the air just a tick long. Talbot, 1 for 4 in the day, steps in. The pitch misses up and inside. Some chin music for ball number 1. Out of Biola University, Talbot, a single back in the 4th frame to score a run. Hitting .226 on the year. Olazaba a lead at first. 1-0. Misses outside with a fastball. A leverage 2-0 count. Talbot pinwheels his all-black bat around as Tixera comes set at the belt. Righty's 2-0. Misses high, a back pick over to first. Olazaba slides back safely. Double play depth still up the middle. Bryant Starr and Furhada shaded towards second. 1 out, the 2-0. Hits the top rail. A fastball, and it's 2-1. Practically nobody in the concourse. Everyone on the edge of their seats. Tension rising here at Borleske Stadium. Sweets on top, 6-5. The bottom of the 8th. 1 out. In the motion, the 2-1. Fastball taken high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Arms warming up down the third base line for the Sweets in the dugout. An insurance run could be huge, though. 1 out. Hitters count 3-1. Popped up out towards right field. A can of corn for Chavez. Dashes in just a touch and makes the play high above his head for 2 outs. On 3-1, Talbot swings on a fastball off the plate, sends it into right field. And in steps Gunnar Guile. Guile, 2 for 4 on the day. The lefty bat hitting .217 on the season. Out of the University of Arizona. Teixeira set. The pitch. High fly. Right field yanked. Just foul. Got a piece of it. 0-1. Gunnar Geil with a pair of home runs this season. 2 outs, the 0-1. Hits the top of the zone with a breaking ball. And Geil's behind 0-2. Olazaba, a hearty lead at first base. On 0-2, he could take off. Teixeira set at the belt, nods his head, the pitch. Olazaba goes right on cue. Fastball misses outside, third to second, tag applied, got him. Olazaba tries to go first to second. Caden Young with a golden arm throws it right on the money. And a 1-run lead is going to have to do. On one base hit, no errors and no runs. The Swedes hanging on to a narrow 6-5 lead. Top of the 9th on the other side. You better not go anywhere on the Walla Walla Sweets Digital Network.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Welcome back into Borleske Stadium. Top of the 9th, the Sweets clinging on to a 6-5 lead over the Drifters. And a new pitcher out on the hill for Walla Walla. Incoming senior at Lewis Clark State College, Colby Solomon. Facing off against the 9-hole hitter, Zakai Furhada. The pitch shows bunt, fastball misses outside as Furhada pulls back, and it's 1-0. Zakai comes in as a pinch hitter, 0 for 1 on the day, the 1-0. Solomon misses low, 2-0. Colby working with a 4-pitch mix, featuring a fastball, changeup, curveball, and a recently developed cutter. That curveball, his bread and butter pitch. He's been throwing that since he's 10 years old. Credits that to a lot of his success. No outs, nobody on. The 2-0. Crackled over the corner. Upper outside edge, and it's 2-1 to Furhada. On deck, Jack Brooks, the leadoff man. Sweets on top, 6-5, top of the 9th. In the motion, the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Goes fishing for a fastball low, and the count evens up 2-2. Walla Walla powers 6 runs across in the 4th inning. That's been the difference, the 2-2. Chop foul third base side. Just gets a piece of that famed curveball just off the plate. We'll do it again on 2-2. A big spot here. The righty on righty matchup. Solomon in the windup. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip back into Beasley's glove. 1 out. Jack Brooks steps in. Brooks, 1 for 2 on the day with 2 walks, hitting .289 on the season. as Solomon leans in and gets the sign from Beasley. Solomon, a 1.17 ERA. The pitch. Curveball drips in. 0-1. Colby has pitched just once since July 6th. The 0-1. On the ground, first base side, just a hair foul. Ruled by bases umpire Brandon Lane. Early 0-2 hole. And Solomon's one outing since July 6th against the Corvallis Knights goes early 0-2. One outing since July 6th against the Corvallis Knights goes 1 inning, does not give. Set. The windup. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Does not go around on a fastball just inside. Borleske letting him hear it. 1-2. 1 out. Set. Righty's deal. Ripped right side, just a tick foul into the Drifters bullpen. Brooks staying alive on 1 and 2. The Drifters take an early 1-0 lead back in the first frame. In the 4th inning, they grab a run to go up 2-0. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Colby Solomon goes back-to-back Ks. In steps Bryant Starr as the last hope for the Springfield Drifters. Then in that bottom of the 4th, Walla Walla plates 6 runs. The Drifters fight back in the 6th inning with a trio of runs. Just 1 run short of tying the game, have had their opportunities. Sweets on top, 6-5, 2 outs. Top 9, the pitch. Drips in with a curveball that clips the basement of the zone. 0-1. Everyone on the edge of their seats. Some fans starting to stand up. The 0-1. Hits the outer edge, 0-2. The Sweets have lost 11 losses in a row. Does it end here with 2 outs? In the windup, the 0-2. Ripped out towards right field and down for a base hit. The plot thickens as Bryant Starr, now the tying run at first. The streak is not going to end that easily. Nolan Miller steps in. By all accounts, one of the best bats on this Drifters team right now, hitting .320. His bat may be white, but it might as well be red hot. Goes 3 for 6 yesterday. Today he's 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Starr, a lead at first. Solomon set at the chest. From the stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss. Digging for a breaking ball low. Strike 1. The righty on lefty matchup. Starr, a huge lead at first base, now shortens it up as Solomon takes a peek. 2 outs. Delivers home. Right down Main Street. Center cut for strike 2. Solomon down. 1 pitch away. The Drifters down to their final strike. Does the streak end? 2 outs. The 0-2. Ripped out towards right. Gloved by Thesaurus. Steps on his bag. Out number 3. The Sweets beat the Drifters 6-5. How sweet it is. The Sweets shake hands with victory for the first time in over a week. Walla Walla on the precipice of a dozen straight losses. The streak does not continue tonight. Walla Walla back in the W column, wearing their W2 hats. You might as well call it W3 because the Sweets back victorious. Holy smokes, what a game. Colby Solomon slams the door in the top of the 9th. Payson Sweeney gives up 5 earned runs as the starting pitcher for the Sweets, but puts them in a position to succeed. And in the bottom of the 4th, Walla Walla puts up a half a dozen runs. It's the only inning in which the Sweets score, but it's enough. And Walla Walla hangs on. Ridiculous here in Borleske. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We still got one more game here in the city. So nice, they named it twice. 7:05 p.m. first pitch tomorrow night. Fireworks in the sky post-game, but there's assuredly fireworks out on the diamond as well. So make sure to show up and show out the Sweets. A 6-5 victory snaps the losing streak, and Walla Walla can go home happy. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. For Drew Albaugh and everyone else behind the scenes, saying so long and good night from Walla Walla, Washington.